It's time for the big one, the big game of the year, the big clash of the year, the Championship playoff final. More importantly, Hull City are there at Wembley. Yes, the Tigers are there as the one of the two sides playing off in this clash at Wembley Stadium. Hull City versus Middlesbrough for a spot in the Premier League, the £200 million game. And what's on the line is a spot in the Premier League. Let's hope that City can do it. They are, in theory, 90 minutes away from it. They are one game away from it. There will be extra times and penalties if so required. There has to be a winner tonight, or today, I should say. And what is a lovely sunny day. I mean, we're in the middle of this heat wave that's sort of sprung upon England. But yes, how are we all feeling? I've got to say, the nerves have been strong with me today. The nerves have been strong with me. I will, of course, address the elephant in the room. I'm not at Wembley due to some work commitments. I had a ticket, but unfortunately, I could not get the time off to go down to Wembley. So I'm here. Second best option. I'm here on the live stream. I would not want it any other way other than being at Wembley myself. Leeds fan here. Come on, you Tigers. Come on, you Tigers. I'm a Leeds fan. Well, there we go. We're breaking all boundaries today. Bro, I can't even watch. Let's go up the Tigers. Bro, I can't even do this. Too much stress. There is too much stress. Certainly Mexico rolls. Certainly too much stress. But we're here. We're living it. We're loving it. We're laughing it. And hopefully at 5:15... we'll be talking about Premier League being, the Hull City being the latest addition to the Premier League. Of course, the Premier League season finishes, I believe, tomorrow. But we can seal our spot in there next season with a win today. So we'll first of all rack through the team news. Of course, I've started this stream a little bit earlier than what I usually do before kickoff because I thought we've got quite a lot to cover, haven't we? Ahead of the biggest game of the year. We've got Brian in goal, a back three in theory of Malanda, Fry and Ayling. The wing backs for them are Target and Britton. In the midfield, holding midfield spots, it is Brown and Morris, or I should say Brownie, and Morris, McGree and Morgan Whittaker up top, leading the sole man up top being Strelic. Of course, Middlesbrough are without key man, that being Conway. He is currently out. And of course, Hayden Hackney, who I didn't mention just then, he is on the bench. So he will come on and get minutes in this one. He is fit enough to play, but not a good option to start for Hellberg of Middlesbrough. So that's a kind of a positive for Hull City, but certainly Hayden Hackney is one to watch out for when he does come on, because we know Hayden Hackney, he's going to be playing in the Premier League next season, whether that be with Middlesbrough, whether that be with like a likes of Man United and all these other teams that have been interested in him. He'll be in the Premier League next season. So, lineup for Hull City. It is the same lineup that started that second half at the Den last time out against Millwall. It's not the same lineup that started that game. There's only one change-up, and that, of course, being that substitution that came in towards the last stretch of that first half due to the injury to Kyle Joseph. So it is Ivo Panda between the sticks. A back three of Semi Ajayi, John Egan and Charlie Hughes. Louis Coyle and Ryan Giles as the wing-backs. Regan Slater and Matt Crooks in midfield. Mohamed Baloumi comes in to start with Liam Miller his opposite. And Ollie McBurney is the man up top. Love it, love it, love it. I put out a tweet saying I wouldn't have started it any other way. And I don't think I would have. This is how I predicted it to start. This is how I think majority of people predicted it to start. What started that second half, that fantastic second half away at Millwall, the second half that meant Hull City are in this spot right now where we are playing for a spot in the Premier League at Wembley Stadium. They're under the arches today, so it's all sorts of fun stuff there. We will, of course, be waiting to see what happens at Wembley. So let me put our usual poll in the chat to hear your thoughts on the game. Who do you think will win? I mean, if you are putting anyone other than Hull City, I am questioning you, because we're all Hull City, aren't we? But no, obviously, you put whoever you think will win, and we will check on how everyone's done come full time. This poll will be up live in the chat until about halfway through half time. So do get your votes in. But a very, 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 very good time for Hull City. So let's run through the substitutes before we talk a bit further about the game. Of course, I have mentioned one of Middlesbrough's substitutions already, that being Hayden Hackney. They also have Alex Gilbert, Silveria, Castelline, I'm getting a bit lost on my names there, Castelline, Edmondson, Hansen, of course their goalkeeper, Wildsmith, Ibe, Cruz Ibe, I think it's Ibe, and Sarmento. Of course, Hull City's bench reads as following. Dylan Phillips is the substitute keeper with John Lundstrom, Yu Hirakawa, Cody Drama returns, Ami Hazai Metrovic returns, Joe Gelhart, Kieran Dowell, Lewis Kumas, and Paddy McNair. I am going to double check that because I thought David Akintola was on the bench as well. Of course, he got reinstated. He is not. Well, there we have it. Hull City went through all that effort with the EFL to try and re-register David Akintola, and he's not even part of the matchday squad. I presume this is due to him getting some sort of medal if Hull City win, or being part of the matchday experience as well. So, all credit for that. And of course, love to see David Akintola there, but he is not in the matchday squad. So that's the benches for both sides, and of course the starting lineups. I do have to say that Middlesbrough maybe not playing their strongest lineup, but of course they have been hit with a little bit of a turbulent time at the moment. What year is that jersey you have on? I've got my 0708 on for the first year I started supporting. 0708. I was a couple of years after you then of my first year supporting. I think I was the 2010 through 2011 season when I was back in the Championship after our first stint in the Premier League. This one is, I believe, the 89, I want to say. Let me just do a quick Google search. 92. There we go. Yeah, this is the 92-93 home shirt. There we go. Hello there. Hello, welcome into the chat. I hope you're all having a lovely Saturday. And as usual, I hope that things get even brighter with a City win under the arches. So, we'll be soon starting up. 20 minutes till kick-off. Of course, over 30,000 City fans travelled down for this game. And of course, Middlesbrough's lot have travelled down in their numbers as well. I believe that the east end of Wembley Stadium, being where the City fans are, is going to be rocking because they've all been given flags. They'll be all waving them galore, and things will be very lovely in the black and amber end. Of course, I presume something similar has been done for Middlesbrough on their end. Right. And we are 19 minutes from kickoff. Nerves are certainly building. Okay, let's not beat around the bush. The nerves are building. But I'm going to still stick with my prediction that I said in my prediction video yesterday, and that being a 1-0 win for the Tigers. There's no other way for us to do it in the playoff final, is there? A 1-0 win for Hull City with the goal through Ollie McBurney, assisted by Mohamed Baloumi, if that's worth any extra credit. But of course, it could be anyone that grabs this goal. It would be quite poetic for it to be a Louis Kyle, sort of a Windass-esque goal. Not sort of within the volley element, but being that because Windass, of course, his whole heritage and being at the club and everything surrounding that. It was, as the commentary went, destined to be for Dean Windass. Well, it would be somewhat destined to be for Louis Kyle today, of course. Having his own ties in with the city, Hull born and everything, and his family, of course, are integrated in the part of the whole entire city, I should say. It would be quite destined to be for Louis Kyle in this game, but I would take the goal coming from anywhere. If we are going to win 1-0, I'm not so bothered if it is going to be Louis Kyle or an Ollie McBurney or a Mohamed Baloumi. It could be anyone. It could be Ivo Panda in the 120th minute. I do not care as long as Hull City win this game. There is no losses, there is only wins in this one. Come on, Hull, you got this from an Ipswich fan. If you don't get promoted, it's a robbery. Agreed, only team that deserves this now. Yeah, I mean, there certainly will be a massive, massive kick-off from the Hull City point of view if we are not the ones getting promoted today. But, of course, we will see what the situation lies out with. Middlesbrough and Hull might score first half, and hopefully only will score second half. That could possibly happen. Yeah, it feels like it's either going to be a fairly open goal-scoring game, or it will be quite a tight one, as I say. I have high hopes, of course, with Hull City lining with that back five, that they can keep out Middlesbrough. They managed to do so against Millwall. They kept them out in both legs. Of course, they have got a current clean sheet. I've lost the word. A current clean sheet. I can't think of the word, but they've got a clean sheet in every playoff final that they've done so far. Of course, 1-0, 1-0 back in 2008, back in 2016, and now in 2026. Who knows? Is it going to be a 1-0 or is it going to be a repeat of the FA Cup semi-final back in 2014 where we won 5-3 in what was at the time and might still be highest scoring FA Cup semi-final? Come to see at the Etihad next season. We'll certainly be at the Etihad next season. The Tigers, that being, of course, winning today. But let's urge on the side of optimism. Hull City will be at the Etihad next season. Up the Borough. Oh dear, indeed. We've got a Borough fan in the chat. I'm a Middlesbrough fan. Don't care who gets promoted, but Borough aren't the bad guys at Southampton. Now, certainly they are. I don't think anyone's been saying that Middlesbrough are the bad guys in this situation. Because, yeah, they're not. They're not the ones that cheated. Of course, they are just as much the victims of this as anyone. Unfortunately, Hull City have drawn out, I've got to admit, the short straw within the whole proceedings. But we are here now, as Sergei Kirovich says. Don't care about what's happened. It's a playoff final. It's a 50-50 game, no matter what the preparation scale has been. No matter who's fit and who's ready to go, it is a 50-50 game once you get to this point of view. Scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you right now? Is 11 an option? Because I'm going to go with an 11. Yeah, excitement is definitely seeping over the top. And see if it can maintain that way for the entirety of this game. Whether that be for... I'm just pouring my drink if that's what you're wondering in the background. If that's for the entirety of the game, whether that's 90 minutes, extra time, penalties, the excitement levels will be there throughout this entire one. So, yeah. Of course, pouring my drink into the famed Hull City mug glass. The one that brings us good luck every time we sip out of it. It's the one that brought Hull City to this point. I am going to say that nothing else brought Hull City to this point other than the Hull City mug glass. That is a big joke. I know that this team have defied the odds from minute one. There we go. So yeah, I mean, if Hull City do it today, the story is written, is miraculous. And I mean, it's never dull in Hull. The Hollywood way to go. Get our Disney Plus documentary on there because Wrexham aren't in the playoffs, all that sort of stuff. It's a mental situation to get Hull City into this point. Not for the factor of Spygate and all the proceedings around that, but for the mere factor that Hull City were written off before the season even started. Hull City, before a ball was kicked, whilst the transfers were still reeling in pre-season, Hull City slated to finish dead last. They've got the worst managerial appointment in the league. He won't survive past Christmas. They won't make it outside the relegation zone. They'll be rock bottom. They'll finish second from bottom. All these sorts of things are actual things that pundits and experts alike were saying. But Hull City, yeah, they didn't start super strong, but they've been very consistent this season. They didn't finish super strong, been very consistent this season, and they brought themselves to this spot now, where we are 10, no, not even that. We are 8 minutes away from, not even that. We are 12 minutes away. There we go. Maths on the brain was not working then. We are 12 minutes away from kickoff in the Championship playoff final, where Hull City are same way in 2008, same way in 2016. They are one game away, one win away from Premier League football. Good luck, mate. Thank you very much. What do you think about Adrian? Love the man indeed. I mean, he said that he's going to take the squad to Vegas for just making it to the playoffs. I don't know what he's going to do if they manage to do the job today and get themselves to the Premier League. I mean, of course, there is a lot of planning to happen for next season. Of course, that £200 million interjection just from this game alone, not saying all the advertisements and endorsements and everything that comes with being a Premier League side as well. So it'd be a massive influx for Adjan and this Hull City team. And of course the City as well. Like, I've been saying to people who aren't even football fans, like, you should be up for this game. You should be wanting Hull City to win because the incredible stuff that this does for the City. We saw it back in 2008. We saw it back in 2016. We saw it back when we won it automatically back in 2012. We've seen time and time again how good the City does because of Premier League football. It puts Hull City on the map. And do we need it at this point in time? I think so. And do the club need it at this time? I think so. There's a lot of people saying, I don't think promotion would be best case scenario for Hull City. Another season, then go up then. I'm not fully buying into that because what's saying we can't go up now and then know that we're going to get relegated and plan ourselves for a strong bounce back and make sure we have a longevity in the Premier League at a future point. Or what's saying that we don't go up now, we do something similar to what Sunderland have done and we manage to stay up there for an extended period of time. That's the aim, that's the dream, that's what you want to do. And Hull City are one game away. I keep on saying it, one game away. I hope the Tigers, our new manager, puts us on a massive redemption arc. He certainly does. Sergei Ikievich has done a wondrous job as the Hull City head coach. Of course, embargo, fee restrictions, unable to buy anyone, all the likes. But he has brought this team to this spot. Wembley is packed as we are getting ready for kickoff. We're 10 minutes out. The flags are flying in the east end of Wembley. That's where the Hull City fans are sitting. I wish I could have been at Wembley for this match, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get any tickets. So, well, I'll still be able to watch it at home. Certainly, same thing for me. I did manage to get a ticket. I bought my ticket inside of 20 minutes of them going on sale. But, unfortunately, work called and I wasn't able to get down there. I just put $100 on, I won last week on the boys to go and do this big payoff. Let's go City. There we go. We see the roll around once again. I hope that it comes in for you Mexico rolls. I have put, I think, a £5 bet on myself, which returns £100 for a City win, McBurney to score any time and Matt Crooks to get booked any time. So I feel quite optimistic about that, to be fair. I like Hull. I'm an Arsenal fan. I remember our epic FA Cup final. We got lucky that day. You certainly did get lucky that day. We were 2-0 up inside of 8 minutes and went on to lose in extra time. Yeah, you were certainly lucky that day. But are you glad to come in here, come in peace, come into the chat as things are shaping up ready ahead of this playoff final. It looks like some pre-match proceedings will be beginning soon as the flags and everything are out on the field. The big tarps are getting pulled tightly onto the ground right now. Hull City on that left side, Middlesbrough on that right side in front of their respective fans. And there's a red carpet laid out for both teams to come out to, which they will probably be doing so in the next minute or two. As both sets of fans waving their colours around, wearing their colours, are ready for this one. Red and white versus black and amber at Wembley. It is 5th versus 6th in the league. Although league positioning does not matter now. Nothing matters other than this one game. So, both teams are getting lined up in the tunnels, led by their managers. Of course, that's a bit of a tradition in a playoff final. The managers get to walk out of the tunnel with their teams, leading their teams out. And both managers have done, to be fair, a good job this season. Sergei Kirich probably done the better job bringing a team from 21st to the playoff final with embargo, fee restrictions, all that sort of stuff. Whereas Middlesbrough's manager has actually taken them from 2nd to 5th, but he has still brought them here nonetheless. So here we go. Both teams are coming out of the tunnels. Hull City in their home kit, the black and amber. Middlesbrough in their red home kit, I believe, as well, but they're covering up with a red tracksuit jacket. They do, of course, have the memorable little inscription in the middle of the Hull City shirt, and I believe it's on the left-hand side, or the right-hand side, of the Middlesbrough jacket at the moment. So out comes both teams. I believe Liam Miller's had his hair freshly dyed for this game. It's looking even more whiter than usual. And the flares are flying, the flags are waving, and all of Wembley are ready for this one. Kickoff is at 3:30, so we've got 6 minutes to go as the players line up on the red carpet in front of their friends, families, and the entire backing of the Hull City army. Sergei Kirvich's Barmy Army down there at Wembley. So they will be, I believe, shaking hands in a minute. And then getting their final bits of prep done before kick-off. Of course, this is the 40th anniversary of the playoff finals. Of the championship, of the 40th anniversary of the EFL playoffs, I should say. And what a controversial but big occasion for Hull City to do it in. I mean, it's not controversial for Hull City. They have earned their spot today. Did you fill your allocation? I don't believe so. I believe that we was a little bit shy of our allocation. Not massive amount. Adrian is just finding his seat. Of course, he's there. He'll be ready for this one. So, yeah. There's a massive trophy on the sideline there. There's a big version of the trophy that is up for grabs today. Of course, being the winners of the playoff final. You get to lift that trophy. Presumably, if Hull City were to do it today, they would do a parade with it. I'm going to guess on Bank Holiday Monday. Of course, that being on Monday. But it's nothing saying that they can't do it tomorrow. Of course, that's the big if question mark. If Hull City do it. And now there will be God Save Our Gracious King. Pre-match, of course, a ritual at Wembley. As, of course, the English-born players sing along. Camera just panned to Sergei, where we're just standing there quite nicely. Of course, being Bosnian himself. Not going to fully join him. I'm not going to join in the slightest, I don't think. Rather than fully joining. Of course, I don't think Adjun will be joining in either, being Turkish himself. But there we go. All things are ready now. The pre-match rituals have happened. 4 minutes to kick off. And the teams are going to go down, shaking each other's hands. Walking down that red carpet on the side of Wembley Stadium's field. As the tarps get wheeled away. And everything is ready for this one. We'll do a quick final rundown of the lineups for each side. Of course, we'll start with Middlesbrough. In goal for them, it's Brian. A back three of Malander, Fry, Ayling. Fullbacks, or wingbacks I should say, for them is Target and Britton. In the midfield, it's Brownie, Morris. And then leading the line with that forward two with the sole striker up top, McGree and Morgan Whittaker. And then up top for them is Strelic. For your Tigers, it is Ivor Panda between the sticks. A back three of Semi Ajay, John Egan and Charlie Hughes. Louis Coyle and Ryan Giles as the fullbacks. Regan Slater and Matt Crooks in midfield with Mohamed Baloumi and Liam Miller ahead of them. And Ollie McBurney, the man up top. You can't stop Ollie. Lovely stuff, and of course we'll talk through substitutes as and when they appear in this one. We did do a little bit of a rundown earlier on, but all things are shaping up ready for this one. Hull City in the east end of Wembley, and Middlesbrough in the west end of Wembley. Wembley. There we go. Whereabouts in Hull are you from? You give Bransholme vibes. I'm not from Bransholme. I'm in fact from Beverley. Oh, I live in Beverley. I'm from Hull. Live in Beverley. There we go. 2-1 Hull. I'd love it. Of course, get your predictions in the chat. We do have the prediction poll in the chat, but also get your predictions, your scoreline predictions in there, to let me know what you think the scoreline will be. Of course, let me know who you think will score as well. Good luck from Turkey. Thank you very much, Turkey. As all things are shaping up here. Just a quick pre-match photo with the two captains, as both teams will have their final group meeting words before kickoff. McBurney trying to rile his players up. Slater doing the same. Charlie Hughes has now got his word, of course being City's vice-captain, whilst Coyle is currently fulfilling his captain duties with the referees to decide who'll be starting where. It's going to be a switch of sides though. Middlesbrough will be starting in front of the Hull City fans, and Hull City will be starting in front of the Middlesbrough fans. That means that they will be attacking towards their supporters in this first half. And we will just see who gets the kickoff here, as the teams will just have one final huddle each in the biggest game of the year for both teams, full stop. I've got to say this is the biggest game for Hull City, certainly since 10 years ago in the same situation back in 2016. But I don't even know, like, defying the odds like this might feel like a bigger occasion than 2016. It might feel like a bigger occasion than, of course, winning it on or going up on final day in 2012. This might feel on par with that 2008 feeling. But we will see. I believe Middlesbrough will be the team to kick us underway, as Morgan Whittaker goes to go and stand over the ball. And we are bang on half three now, ready to kick underway. We'll have a sip out of the Hull City mug glass for that beginning bit of good luck for City. As I apologise, it's Strelic who's standing over the ball for Middlesbrough, not Morgan Whittaker. And so we are here. Kickoff is underway. Middlesbrough get us underway here at Wembley Stadium. Liam Miller, an early block off the back of Britain, and it's out of play for a throw-in for Middlesbrough. Okay, so what we're saying. Crazy you could be playing Man U next season. We certainly could be. We've done it already. We've played Man U already at points in history, but it's nice to see all these Premier League teams back again 10 years on from last time Hull City were in the Premier League. I like your manager. He's so blunt, straight to the point. Lol, I love him too. Sergei Yakirovich is barmy army. 2-1 Hull, Balumi and Ollie. Love it, love it, love it. Well, Middlesbrough are applying a bit of early pressure here. They're coming in towards Hull City's final third. It's currently Morgan Whittaker, choppy shot, headed away by Semi Ajayi, on through from Matt Crooks to try and find Balumi. Balumi's touch is a bit errant, and so Middlesbrough will try once again. Coyle's block there will stop Middlesbrough advancing down that left flank for them. And there is going to be a throw in here taken by Target. Matty Target here for Middlesbrough. Throws it in towards Morgan Whittaker. And then Ollie McBurney comes through to send it out of play once again. So Matty Target, in a pretty much identical spot to where he was just taking the throw in, will take this one again. This time he plays it over towards Malander. Over towards Luke Ayling for Middlesbrough, formerly of Leeds United Ayling. He's had a quite a nice season with Middlesbrough, but I think a lot of Middlesbrough fans are not too happy with his play style. But from what I've seen, he's always been one of them players this season for Middlesbrough, who just seems to have that moment. Hopefully he doesn't in this game. There was a Middlesbrough fan that was messaging me, I think it was yesterday, saying that he's the weakness for Hull City to expose. An early cross in by Middlesbrough, easily saved there by Panda before it can find a deflection to work its way into the back of the net for an early player final goal. So Panda will try a long ball forwards, doesn't find anyone in black and amber. Instead, Middlesbrough will take it down and they'll have it through their midfield now with Brownie. Out over towards that right side, it's with Morris now. Malander, Luke Ayling. Ayling just holding up there, looking for his options going forwards. He's going to try and sheds a few. Can't even get my words out from Ayling's dash forwards. It is blocked out and snuffed out by City. Sent back forwards down the other end of the field, and Fry, the defender for Middlesbrough, will pick it up as Middlesbrough will try and reconvene themselves to build an attack through this City squad. Ball over the top. Morgan Whittaker chasing on for it. And it is offside, so there'll be a free kick there for City. Inside of their own half. As Morgan Whittaker was just offside through that ball over the top. And I believe it'll be Evil Panda to take the free kick here. Inside of the City half, as I say. Just about halfway through the City half, so he's got quite a bit of room to play with here. Evil Panda from this free kick. We're 3.5 minutes into this one. Ball goes forwards. Nodded forwards by Ollie McBurney. Unable to find Liam Miller. And Ryan Giles comes chasing through. Forces Callum Britton to send that one out of play. And so Ryan Giles will have Hull City's first throw-in of the game. Halfway inside of Middlesbrough's half. Throw-in. Taken down line looking for McBurney. He's in a bit of a tussle with Luke Ayling. As the ball gets dished to Morgan Whittaker, who trips over the ball. McBurney and Giles play a little 1-2. Ball just bounces away from Giles a little bit too much, but nevertheless, City do pick up the ball back off Middlesbrough through Charlie Hughes. Hughes up that left-hand side. He's looking to try and shape one in. It's about 3 or 4 players blocking him. He plays it back for Ryan Giles. His ball in towards the box finds a straight way to Middlesbrough's goalkeeper's mittens. And so Middlesbrough will reconvene through their defensive rankings. Up down this left-hand side now with Target. Looking forwards, but instead chopped back up the other end by City. And Target will have a throw-in now, which will dish over towards Luke Ayling. Ayling just holding on the ball a little bit too long. Does eventually go for a ball chopping over towards Callum Britton. Bit of a tasty one for Liam Miller to try and invite some pressure. Instead, Britton plays it backwards towards Fry. Up towards Malander. Then Ayling shapes one round for Matty Target. Matty Target going through the City midfield. As John Egan is just chopped down there by Strelic. And so picks up another free kick for City inside of their half. Egan just standing over this one. More closer to the centre circle than that last free kick that they got for the offside on Morgan Whittaker a few moments ago. So John Egan here to take this free kick here. He's sending everyone into the other half, bar, of course, him and Ivor Panda. He's going to be going long down that right-hand side, looking for Louis Coyle. Coyle just sent down to the floor, but as the ball skips beyond it. And so there's going to be a throw-in quite deep inside of Middlesbrough's half for the Middlesbrough squad. Presumably, it'll be Matty Target to take this one. Unfortunate there for Louis Coyle. Of course, we've talked already about him maybe being the man for this one. Hull born and bred. But I think it would mean the world to him to go and win this game, not even being the man to score, but just being able to lead out his team, his home city's team, to win this one. So throw-in does get played over towards Fry, then over towards Ayling. As Middlesbrough do pass it around their defensive rankings a little bit here. Of course, looking for that opportunity to play one forwards like they do so. Looking for Morgan Whittaker, but Panda reads that one really nicely. Comes out to the edge of his area to grab that one before Morgan Whittaker can make anything too much trouble for City. The City will now have a chance to play it themselves. Hughes towards Giles. And then Giles' ball forward just gets a little touch. And that goes off the field. Throw in there for Middlesbrough. Coming into this game, we knew that Middlesbrough were going to have possession. It's more about what Hull City can do without that possession, and when they do manage to grab it. Sergei Akievich has talked about how he knows Middlesbrough, I think they had the third highest possession rating in the league, so it's all about playing against that. Of course, we had 2 fixtures already against Middlesbrough this year. One at the MKM Stadium, which did not go very well. And then one away at Middlesbrough, which went very, very well. A tough battle, but a 1-0 win away at Teesside earlier on this year. We'll forget about the 4-1 loss that we suffered at the MKM Stadium back in December, I believe it was. So Liam Miller there goes chasing out towards Callum Britton, forces that ball to go out of play. So it will be Britton now to take this throw in, just in front of Sergei Akievich in his technical area. In front of the Sky Bet banner, of course, for the Sky Bet Championship Playoff Final. Ball thrown in, headed forwards by Hughes, back towards Hughes. He goes back towards McBurney. McBurney with a cheeky back heel looking for Liam Miller. Charging down that left-hand side. Miller tries a Travella to try and find Balumi, and it doesn't make it past Fry for Middlesbrough. So Middlesbrough will pick up the ball. City still trying to apply a bit of pressure after committing some bodies forwards. Matt Crooks chasing down some of his former team. Of course, Matt Crooks and Ryan Giles, 2 of the City starting players, formerly of Middlesbrough themselves. Ryan Giles actually was on loan there for the second half of last season. Not for too long, as he went down injured. And Matt Crooks, of course, a long servant of Middlesbrough. He's been part of the City rankings now, I believe, for a season and a half. If not 2 seasons. I think he came in January of last season. And ball going forwards now from Middlesbrough down that right-hand side. It's going to have far too much on it. And even Ivor Panda can watch that one go out of play for a goal kick for himself. That ball over the top by Ayling just had far too much on it. Hull just need to be direct and stay compact. They certainly do. Don't play into what Middlesbrough want them to play into. Play into how they've set themselves up for this game. Of course, that can be a factor to discuss after the game. The preparation heading into this one. Of course, Middlesbrough have been constantly preparing for Hull City. Whereas Hull City have been having to prepare for Southampton then up until Tuesday night did they know they was playing Middlesbrough. But Middlesbrough all along, if they was going to get into the dance, they'd be playing against City. But that's not something to complain about. Unless Hull City lose. Ryan Giles just coming through the back of one of the Middlesbrough players there. Advantage is played on though. They managed to win the ball back for City. But Middlesbrough have the ball through their midfield through McGree. And they'll just hold things up. As that man that Giles went through the back of has not got up. And so things will stop here. 10.5 minutes into this one. As Brownie is down on the decks, I think he might have done something to his ankle. I think it was more Crooks' challenge on him than Giles nibbling away at his feet. I think Crooks just stood a little bit on his ankle there. Of course, it is worthy to note in this game there is VAR. The first time Hull City will be playing with VAR in a match. So, of course, we do have that to look forward to in this game. And, of course, if we get promoted, that'll be a constant next season. As McGree just is receiving treatment now. This does leave a chance for Hackney to get stretched and ready. And, of course, if McGree is forced off the field, I presume they will be putting Hayden Hackney on in his place. How much of the game he can play is not 100% known at this point in time. As he is just now back from his injury that's been had him on the sideline since March. He's apparently fit and ready for this game, but obviously not fit and ready to start this one. As Brownie's just testing his weight on that ankle. Seems to be all good. Of course, he'll have to depart the field of play for, I believe, 30 seconds before he can be reintroduced, as is standard EFL rules. Hola from Brazil! Up the effing Tigers, up the effing Tigers. Yikes, bad foul on Crooks, it certainly was. But referee went past it, and all the VAR can do at that point is look at it and go, red card. They can't then pull it up for a yellow card. So, luckily enough, Crooks gets off with that one there. But, I mean, unfortunate for me in my bets, but I'd rather Hull City win than getting that bet winning. So that drop ball goes forwards, finds Charlie Hughes. Giles looks for an option. He then has to go back towards Hughes, who goes to Egan. So he dishes it over towards Semi Ajayi. Ajayi back to Egan. Crooks, Ajayi. Ball's just getting passed around between the Hull City defence, as they're inviting Middlesbrough to pressure them up so they can open up them spaces to go forwards, which Crooks now looks to use. Goes forwards towards Balumi. Balumi's ball back towards McBurney is a bit of a tasty one. McBurney gets enough on to get towards Semi Ajayi. Ball goes up in the air, headed forwards by McBurney. Crooks unfortunate to get onto that errant ball from Target. Ball goes forwards now for Middlesbrough. Just blocked up there on a double foul. Slater on Brown and then Giles on Brown. I believe the second one on Brownie is the reason why the free kick is getting taken place. Nothing too bad, just a little coming together, as Middlesbrough have themselves a free kick here. They'll play it back. Over towards Fry. Matty Target with it now. Almost got your card on the Crooks bet. I certainly did. But I'd rather that card come later on rather than playing Matt Crooks on a yellow card for 80 minutes plus in this game. Yeah. So anyway. Throw in for there for Middlesbrough inside of City's half. Morgan Whittaker on the ball now. Plays it over towards... And Morgan Whittaker eventually gets at the edge of the area. Ball through. City luckily enough to clear that one outside of the area. Ayling still charging in on it. Liam Miller pops it up. Looks to go forwards for Crooks. Unfortunate, there's a bit of a tussle there and Crooks can't get onto that one. So Middlesbrough still applying the pressure here inside of City's half. It is Morris who plays a 1-2 with Ayling. Morris then goes through the middle, looking to try and bring it on towards someone forwards for Middlesbrough. Slater tries really hard, but Morris goes for that low-driven shot, edge of the area. And that goes out. He's appealing something. Not fully sure on what he is appealing. We'll see on the replay here, as Morris breaks away and goes for the low-driven shot. I think he's claiming that it got a touch off. I think Charlie Hughes trying to grab himself a corner. I'm not fully sure it did. I think it may have just got dragged wide fully by him. But anyway, it's a goal kick for Ivo Panda, as this one goes long. And just finds its way to Malanda for Middlesbrough. Back by Semi Ajayi, looking for Slater. But Middlesbrough go work forward through this one. They've got it in towards the area. It is Target now who's going to try and shape one in. Hits Louis Coyle. And they try again. Hits Egan. Coyle backwards head flicks it out. And Balumi comes out to try and send it out of play. Middlesbrough get their throwing going quick. And it is now with Morris. Lays it over towards Malanda. Back through there towards Target. Low driven cross in. And that nearly was a chance there for Middlesbrough. Things are getting a little bit tasty in these past couple of minutes there. So challenge inside of the area. Semi Ajayi comes to try and hoof that one. Drops it down for Regan Slater. Coyle fires that one forwards. Looking for Mohamed Balumi chasing on down that right hand side. But there's going to be too much Coyle on that one. And it's going to go out of play before either Balumi or Malanda can get onto it. Throw in there for Middlesbrough inside of their own half. But a bit of a tasty one there. Inside of the City box. Where Middlesbrough nearly had a chance to grab it 1-0 early on in this one. So Middlesbrough working it forwards now through Morris to target. Towards Ayling. Now going up this right-hand side is Callum Britton. Shaping it through the midfield, looks for Strelic. It eventually gets onto Morgan Whittaker. Edge of the area for Whittaker. Lays it off. Callum Britton picks up on that right-hand side. Looking for a cross-in. Held up by Giles. And his efforts is blocked by Giles and goes out for a Middlesbrough corner. First corner of the game goes Middlesbrough's way. Let's hope City can keep them out in these set pieces. I think it's going to be, it's going to be Matty Targett to take the corner kick here. From the right-hand side. As I believe everyone is back for City. Of course, Middlesbrough have got a few tall players among them. Certainly some of their centre-halves. Ball swung in. Crooks heads it beyond the goal. Ayling's there to pick it up at the back post. Tried to send back in there. It's done so. And it's a header by Strelic. That one's very high and right over the crossbar. There's no challenge there whatsoever. We won't survive playing like this. This is bad. I understand we want to soak up some pressure, but this is slop. This is certainly slop. Hull are nervous. Yeah, it's feeling a little bit like how they was playing early on in that game at home against Millwall in the playoff semi-final, leg 1. Playing a little bit too nervy. If we lose this, there's going to be a lot of trouble. There could very well be. But ball forwards by Panda from the goal kick. I'm trying to send back up into play. Ayling picks up along the defensive line for Middlesbrough. Of course, we're saying if Hull City lose, they're not that point yet. It's still 0-0. 20 minutes into this one. Crooks just sends that one out of play. And so another throw in for Middlesbrough on this near hand touch line. Can see the sweat forming on the City players' shirts. Of course, it is a very hot one, certainly here in Hull, let alone down there in London. I believe there was forecast to be highs of 30 degrees today in London, so I presume they'll be having a water break at some point in the first half. They were managed to get a little bit of a respite and a water break as the little bit of injury happened around that 10-minute mark. Semi Ajayi in a bit of a tussle there with McGree. But McGree's touch on the ball sends it out of play, and so it's going to be a goal kick there for Ivo Panda. Of course, Semi Ajayi, he's been in a few big games himself this year with AFCON. Of course, that was the tournament where he managed to get himself injured in, which put him on the sidelines for a little bit of time this season. But he's come back right in the run for the run of it. And of course, had a bit of game time towards the back end of the season with Hull City sort of easing things on the side of caution with Charlie Hughes. As McBurney just goes over the back of one of the Middlesbrough players. But the ball is ending back up in City's half with Ivo Panda off the back of that. Panda just inviting a bit of pressure. Then decides to go for the long ball. Looking back up there for McBurney. McBurney doesn't get the final touch on it. It's Fry that does so. And so it'll be a throw-in for City. As McBurney just has a little word with the referee, I think, for the shove in the back that he gets off Fry there. Of course, Fry, the Middlesbrough captain. One of their 3 centre-halves on today. I'll be making an official complaint to the police. This is blatant corruption. Hull should have automatically been promoted after what happened. That'll be quite a funny police report, I think. Ringing up Humberside Police. I'd like to report corruption. But let's hope the Hull City managed to do it today and it doesn't get to that point where people are phoning up the police. But there we go. My target to Fry to Ayling. It's Middlesbrough just trying to regain a bit of composure here. It's been a bit nervy past sort of 5 or so minutes. Middlesbrough go long. And hoofed away by John Egan. Before Strelic can do anything inside of the area with that one. Middlesbrough do have the ball now in the City half. Melander over towards Morris. Melander. Then to Fry. Back to Morris. He's going to look to go over towards the right-hand side of the field. Plays it up the line for Callum Britton. He's going to go back towards Morris, who then goes through the midfield. Gets blocked by Charlie Hughes. Slater on it. Lays one off towards Mohamed Baloumi. A lot of Reg players ahead of him. He goes across the field for Liam Miller. Miller takes it down. Ayling comes into it. It gets deflected over towards Ryan Giles, who plays it towards Liam Miller. Liam Miller backwards goes towards Charlie Hughes. Hughes to Miller. Back up that left-hand side, looking for Ryan Giles. The sneaky ball through eventually gets to Ryan Giles. He keeps with it. Has to eventually play it back towards Liam Miller, who gets past one man. Tries to get past another to shape one in. Does so towards Louis Coyle. Header, and it's just over the crossbar. He forces Middlesbrough's goalkeeper to get a fingertip flick to send that one over the crossbar. Corner for City, but that was a very close chance. Nice work from Liam Miller, and a nice work there from Louis Coyle to get the header on to send it for the Middlesbrough keeper to force him to do something. The first proper chance of the game, I'm going to say that for City there. And they now have a corner kick, corner kick I should say. Baloumi to take. He goes short towards Regan Slater, back towards Baloumi. Baloumi drives it out towards Giles, who's on the edge of the D. Shapes one, and that's got too much power on it. Goes high and wide from Giles. Likes the idea. Maybe don't try it again, we'll say. But it seemed to work in all elements. I think Giles just rushed his shot a bit too much and therefore went and saw a bit too much of it. I believe now is that water break that I was on about. Both teams are heading over towards their respective dugout technical areas. As not only is this a chance for a water break, but it's a chance for a bit of tactical advice. That's why the keepers are coming over as well. All of the coaches that have the clipboards are out as well. Nice cold towels on the backs of the City players as well, as they will hydrate with these high temperatures down in London. So the water break happens. Sergei Kievich just giving a few pointers towards his men. As they've started it, as I say, a little bit nervy. A nice build of play just in them past minute or so, but a bit nervy from City. Hydration break, how hot is it? It's probably about 30 degrees Celsius, which I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit for you. Gelhardt will decide this game for us, mark my words. I would love it if Gelhardt manages to come on and grab the winner in this one. It'd be lovely. Suck 20 on Hull to win. We'll win 100 quid, lol. That is nice. Hopefully that does happen for you. Fewer chance from Miller's creation. He's good player, man. He certainly is. And a few more chances like that, we could see one of them in the back of the net. And the stats just popped up on the screen. That teams with over 54% possession in the EFL playoff final since 2014, only 2 of them have won. That's it's not a lot. So Middlesbrough can certainly have the ball themselves, if it means Hull City grab themselves the win. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully we come out of this break with a bit more life. Come on, City, certainly. Hopefully Sergei Kievich is just giving the right word pointers towards his men. So this ball gets hoofed forwards by Middlesbrough's keeper, Brian. McBurney looks to try and pick up the errant ball towards Ayling. Ayling then gets it shaped over. Coyle's the only man in chase for this one. And so he'll pick it up before it goes out of play. And sending it over towards Semi-Ajay. Ajay to Ivor Panda. Panda towards Hughes. Charlie Hughes to Giles, back to Hughes. Goes back towards Ivor Panda. Hull City just maybe trying to smarten up their tactical evaluation on this one. Hughes back towards Panda. Panda then eventually goes for the long ball, looking for Miller. That one sails over Miller's head and goes out of play. So Callum Brutton can have himself another throw-in up that right-hand side from Middlesbrough. Come on, you all. Come on, you all, indeed. Another sip out of the Hull City mug glass there for a bit of good luck. As we're heading towards the half-hour mark. 28 minutes played in this one at Wembley, underneath the arches. What is a very, very sunny Saturday afternoon of this bank holiday weekend. Ball forwards by Middlesbrough, sent right into the gloves of Ivor Panda. Panda just hold on to that for a little bit of time before he eventually has to drop it due to not wanting to exceed the time limiter. He's trying to invite the pressure from Strelic before dishing it out towards Charlie Hughes. Hughes dribbles it over towards Giles. Plays up towards Giles, towards Miller. Middlesbrough fire that one back towards City's goal end. That's going to go out of play. And so Ivor Panda will pick up the ball, ready for a goal kick. So Panda with another chance here to reset things for City. Panda is in the neon yellow, green, however you see it, goalkeeper strip today. I believe that Middlesbrough's keeper is in a either a dark blue or it might be even a black goalkeeper strip. Ball forwards by Panda, finds the head of McBurney, tries to flick it on towards Miller. Melander gets there first, and that ball then eventually gets hoofed forwards by Middlesbrough out of play halfway inside of the City half, and so Giles will be looking to pick that ball up, ready for a throw-in. As we're just a mere couple of seconds out of the half-hour mark. Still 0-0 at Wembley Stadium. 86 Fahrenheit for myself, the only American viewer here, I'm sure. You probably are, but we love you all the same. As here goes Middlesbrough with Brownie, Melander, over towards Ayling. Ayling looking to try and play one through the midfield. Instead goes towards Melander, then towards Matty Target, back towards Melander for Middlesbrough. Ayling picks it up. City's starting to apply a bit of pressure now through Mohamed Baloumi. So over towards Fry. Fry then plays it back towards Ayling. Ayling goes through the midfield eventually towards Brown. Forwards by Brutton. Morgan Whittaker and Brownie play a 1-2. Miller then picks up the errant ball by Morgan Whittaker. Plays it towards McBurney. McBurney turns, goes forwards. McBurney with Coyle to his right. Plays it towards him. Louis Coyle. Now the City players coming in support. Crooks. McBurney. Crooks. Coyle play a couple of 1-2s. Crooks currently with the ball. Towards Semi-Ajay. Semi-Ajay on this right-hand side here. Has to go all the way back towards Ivor Panda as Middlesbrough shift over quite nicely to block out any sort of true options there for City. So everyone on the way back now for City as the ball is currently with Ivor Panda. Ivor Panda inviting that pressure from Strelic once again. Ball goes forwards looking for Baloumi. Doesn't quite get there. And so Middlesbrough's ball forwards itself gets a deflection off McBurney's head. So Coyle is able to pick it up. Plays it over towards Semi-Ajay. Semi-Ajay hoofs that one forwards as he's getting a bit of pressure in from behind. It finds the feet of Fry for Middlesbrough. West Ham fan supporting Hull today. Done the Millwall, sorry. So got my vote. Come on, all living in Spain. No coverage hit the likes for this geezer. Thank you very much, my friend. As Semir Jai is just fouled by Strelic inside of the City area. So it'll be a free kick that Evo Panda will take. All the love for the West Ham fans as well, considering that you have one of the more recent Hull City legends, we can call him, being Jared Bowen. And of course, we did the job for you beating Millwall. We weren't going to let them into the Premier League, were we? Yeah. It's a free kick here for City off the back of that foul from Strelic on Semir Jai. Still 0-0. 32.5 minutes into this one. There's Evo Panda. It's getting ready to hoof that one forwards. Does so. Finds its way all the way back towards Middlesbrough's defensive line. Trying to break it through. Slater comes through. Doesn't quite get onto it. So Ayling currently has the ball. Ayling holding it up. Plays it towards Malander. On the edge of the centre circle inside of the Middlesbrough half. Picks up towards McGree. Morgan Whittaker. Over towards Morris. Brownie. Over towards Callum Britton. Back now with them centre halves. As Ayling goes forwards. Luke Ayling still on the ball. I think he might be the man that's had the most possession, but that's just because of the amount of times that he's just stood there with the ball in this game. City snap one forwards after getting in a little bit of possession. Goes all the way back towards Brian, the Middlesbrough keeper. And it's finds its way once again to none other than Luke Ayling. He tries one forwards, gets chested down by John Egan, met by Regan Slater, over towards Louis Coyle. Coyle plays it back towards Semir Jai, shapes one down the right-hand side looking for Balumi. Balumi does well to just keep it inside of play, but can't find his City shirt off the back of it, and so Middlesbrough will pick this one up. In the midfield now, on the centre circle, goes McGree, charging forwards down the right-hand side. He's got Callum Britton in support. He's going to play infield towards Morgan Whittaker. Whittaker still looking on that right-hand side, plays it over towards Morris. Morris to McGree. Down to his knees, McGree dishes it through towards Evo Panda. No foul, says the referee, outside of the area. And so Panda picked that one up. And he'll be looking to dish it out from his hands. And plays that volley forwards towards McBurney. McBurney a little push in the back. Nothing too much and doesn't go down. But ball bounces around a little bit and eventually gets back towards Panda, who comes out of his area. And there's a half volley forwards. Doesn't have enough on it. Drops towards Morgan Whittaker. Morgan Whittaker looking to charge forwards. He's held off by John Egan. Egan puts it past Morgan Whittaker, who goes down to the floor holding his ankle. As John Egan fairly got the ball there. Referee had a very good view on that one. Morris currently holding the ball towards Brownie. Brownie halfway side of the City half. Plenty of players in red and white up there for Middlesbrough. As Morris and Brownie looking for a chance to break through the very compact nature of City at this current standpoint. It's Morris currently on the ball. Lays it to Morgan Whittaker. They play a 1-2. And so it gets back towards Morris. Ayling on the ball now. Through towards McGree. To Callum Britton. He eventually gets the ball back. And tries to dish one through for Morgan Whittaker down that right-hand side. Whittaker has to slide to try and keep that one in play. And I think he dished it out for a throw-in for City. Quite deep inside of their half on that opposite side of the field. As we just get a look at Ajahn Ilajali. In a blue shirt that's had the top few buttons undone due to the heat. You know it must be hot when a man that's from Turkey is feeling the heat. Flicked on there by City, looking for Liam Miller. Luke Ayling picks it up once again. Ayling inside of the City half. Dishes it through towards Callum Britton. Tries to find Brownie, but Hughes sends it out of play. And so another throw in there for Middlesbrough. Not liking the level of build-up play here from Middlesbrough and how Hull City are inviting it a little bit too much. These are the moments this season where we've seen Hull City pay for this. But hopefully that's not the case. We will be seeing what seems to be a long throw coming in now, though, from Luke Ayling. He instead goes back with it towards Callum Britton, who tries to shape one in. Blocked by Regan Slater. It's going to go out of play once again. Callum Britton will take this one and he'll play it towards Luke Ayling. A bit of a reverse of what just happened. Shaping in towards the box. Flicked on by Brownie. And that's going to go out of play. A goal kick there for Ivor Panda. Didn't have nearly enough on it. That flick on header by Brownie. And of course it was off target as well. So 37 minutes into this one, 0-0. Of course, at half-time, we'll be talking about possible substitutes that can liven this game up a little bit for City. As they're certainly looking like the second best team at the moment. What are we saying? I feel like Ajayi is one of those players that you always say their first name and the surname when referring to them. Yeah, you got to say Semi Ajayi, you can't just say Ajayi. No, you got to say Semi Ajayi, yeah. Gelhardt totally disrespected by not being in the starting lineup. I don't think so. I don't fully know where he would slot in without having other players miss out. So I don't think it's a fully disrespectful thing. As Balumi breaks forwards with the ball, he lays one through towards Liam Miller, and Brian, the goalkeeper for Middlesbrough, does really well to charge out, and he beats Miller by a stride there to the ball on the edge of the area. That was a nice charge of play there by City, and Ryan Giles saying he's not done with it yet. He charges up that left-hand side, plays it in towards Mohamed Balumi. Mohamed Balumi still on the ball, but he's called offside. And so it's going to be a free kick there for Middlesbrough inside of their own half. We've got a Southampton fan in the chat. Oh dear. I think Gelhardt is semi-injured, hence starting on the bench. I'm not 100% sure. I think Gelhardt's all good to go. I think he's literally just on the bench as a very valuable weapon off the bench. And also, I'm not fully sure where he slots into the starting lineup without having a player that maybe is on good form miss out. I'm not saying that Gelhardt's not on good form because he scored in the playoff semi-final last time out. Southampton handshake mill at Hull City. There we go. I did not know Gelhardt was injured. That's changed my opinion. I don't think he is. I've not heard anything to say that he is. I think everyone that's injured is not inside of the squad. So, there we go. Hey man, I hope we turn it around at the half like we did versus Millwall and come out as a new team. I think we will do. Sergei Kievich seems to always have a very good team talk and they seem to come out firing in that second half. So let's hope that that is the case here. And that we come out battling in the second half. Because let's not forget, a spot in the Premier League is on the line here. Next season, it's either Lincoln away or Man City, Chelsea, Man United away. Who knows? City just trying to hold out Middlesbrough, here. As McGree has it on the edge of the area. He plays it over towards Morris. Held off by Slater. Malanda now picks it up, shaping one through. Diving header out by John Egan. Fry picks up this ball now inside of the Middlesbrough half. Plays it over towards Ayling, who now goes in towards the City half. Of course, attacking towards their supporters are Middlesbrough. Malanda now has the ball over towards Morris. Morris towards McGree. McGree shaped one through to look for Morgan Whittaker. He managed to get a poke on that ball, but it's got nothing on it and just falls straight to the feet of Ivor Panda. It's a bit of a dangerous bit of build-up play there from Middlesbrough, but luckily had nothing off the back of it. Ball forwards by City finds straight to the feet of Luke Ayling, who now is just going to dance his way through the midfield. Also, that first bit of attack from City. And then play one through towards McGree. McGree charging forwards. Held up by Hughes. It's through to Strelic. He's going to shoot. And I think it took a deflection or he was offside. Either him or Morgan Whittaker was offside. I believe Morgan Whittaker was. Because it took Strelic's shot took a bounce off Morgan Whittaker's heel. And he was offside in that position. So it'll be a free kick there for City, fortunate enough. Goes forwards, looks from Liam Miller. Got to say, I think only one or two of these long balls by Ivor Panda has actually found a City player and resulted in anything beneficial. Saying that, City do have the ball now with Liam Miller up that left-hand side. He's going to lay it back there for Regan Slater. The 50-grand man, what can he do? He'll shape it over towards Mohamed Baloumi, edge of the D. Mohamed Baloumi goes for a shot! Oh, and that's not a million miles wide. Mohamed Baloumi, he looks for his Diame moment. He gets the ball from Slater. Cuts inside, goes on the edge of the D, left foot. And it's not super far away on the left-hand side of the post. But it's not troubling anyone anytime soon either. But a nice effort there from Mohamed Baloumi nonetheless. Middlesbrough tries to go forwards through this now. Picked up by Charlie Hughes on the byline there. Panda picks it up. Sends it forwards towards Slater. Nodded down though by McGree. McGree lays it over towards Matty Targett. Targett right at the chest of Louis Cole comes charging out. Mohamed Baloumi tries to pick it up before Matty Targett does so. And then McGree shapes one in towards the back post, and Ivor Panda with a diving hand to push that one away from Brownie, who was sure to come in and try and get that poke into the back of the net. Giles picks it up. He tries to play it off Brownie and then eventually gets it down the line towards Liam Miller. Miller trying to get past Callum Britton now. He does so. The ball goes out of play and the referee signals for a Hull City throw in. What a superb diving hand there from Ivor Panda to stop an easy poke in there from Brownie. Superb work once again from Ivor Panda. I noted how good he was in the Millwall game and how good he's looked so far in this Middlesbrough game in this playoff final. Hey man, sorry, I've read that one, haven't I? Close for Miller on the break, it certainly was. Anyone who lived down the West Dock Ave between 1963 and 1968, not me. I wasn't alive then. If you go up, who would you prefer to see take the final spots? Hammers or Spurs? Just wondering. I mean, I'd love to see Spurs get relegated. But it's looking ever more likely that West Ham... I think there's only one possibility that Spurs get relegated, and that's if they lose and West Ham win. All other possibilities signal for a West Ham to be relegated. But yeah, I would love for Spurs to get relegated, but I don't think it's going to happen. Not at this standpoint. But Miller with the ball forwards now, up that left-hand side. Lays it back towards Giles. Giles to Hughes. Hughes towards Miller. Miller looking to try and shape one in towards the box. And get past Britton. Doesn't do so. Lays off towards Giles, in towards the area, looking for McBurney. Oh, and it's off the crossbar! It's off the crossbar! McBurney claiming for handball. But his diving header goes pounding off the crossbar. As he was just manhandled by Malander. And that's even closer than the Louis Curl header that happened in pretty much the same spot. 3 minutes added on, but I believe it should be a corner kick because it did take a deflection off Malander, off the header. I'm not sure if that's going to happen actually though. I think the ref might have missed that. But just watching the replay, McBurney's header did get a very clear deflection off Malander's back. Which then sent it onto the crossbar. If it didn't get that little bit of a deflection, it might have been in the back of the net. Unlucky there for City, unlucky for McBurney. Baloumi tries to chase that errant ball forwards. Doesn't get it eventually. So Luke Ayling now has it though for Middlesbrough. Coming forwards goes Ayling. So close for Ollie. He's been mugged. He has been mugged a bit there. Oh dear. But hopefully that's enough bit of inspiration coming to these final 2 minutes of additional time at the end of the first half to send Hull City into half time on a bit of a positive note and bring them out in the second half likewise. Ball forwards by Middlesbrough. Deflected away by Ajay and by Baloumi towards McBurney. He lays it off though for Ryan Giles. Giles just going up the field with the ball down that left-hand side. Plays it towards Liam Miller. Miller has to then play it back towards Charlie Hughes. Hughes goes forwards, looking for Mohamed Baloumi. Doesn't quite get over Malanda. And so goes out of play off Malanda's header. Throw in here for Louis Carroll and City. Halfway inside of the City half. And it's going to be Mohamed Baloumi to take a throw in here. Presumably going to be one of his long throws. So we'll see how this takes place. 1 minute to go of additional time here. And the throw in for Mohamed Baloumi goes right in towards the 6-yard area. Flicked on by McBurney. Towards Regan Slater. His header is saved by Brian. As he then hoofs that one forwards. On charging is Morgan Whittaker, who picks it up. He lays it off for Strelic. Strelic in a bit of a battle with Hughes, who ends down upon the deck. Driven shot. And that one's dragged wide once again by Strelic. Panda made the dive, but it was off target by number 13 for Middlesbrough. It's a close chance for them to have at the back end of this first half. Ball went through Coyle's legs after Hughes slipped down onto the deck, allowing Strelic to have that space to take the touch and the shot. But there we have it. Things are levelled up at 0-0 at half-time. I mean, that's kind of how we saw it going, wasn't it? Tight as tight can be. And it's 0-0. All things are dead even heading into the break. 0-0 in the playoff final. Hull City are there. Middlesbrough are there. Ooh. Just want to get into half-time right now. We've got into half-time there. Mexico rolls, managing to keep it up at 0-0. We win this now. Hopefully we do so, Thomas. Hopefully we do so. So, yeah. I'll leave the poll up in the chat for about 5 or so minutes to get your last-minute votes in on who you think will win this game. Of course, the winner of this game is in the Premier League next season. Big one. £200 million game. That's what's on the line today. Hull City versus Southampton. That Borough play was too close. He certainly was. Strelic right at the end there. So hopefully City come out fighting a bit more in the second half. It's not been horrendous of a first half. It's not been nearly as what we thought it could have been. After seeing that second half away at Millwall last time out for the Tigers. Semi Ajayi for me has been class so far. He certainly has been. He's one of them big game players. But hopefully we have a few more of them type of players within the City squad that can manage to get the job done here. But that's a little bit better of their first half than we saw when we were facing Middlesbrough at the MKM Stadium earlier this season, where we lost 4-1, 4-0 in that first half. But yeah, we sit at half-time. And we'll go through the stats as we usually do so at half-time. So, live win probability within the 90 minutes. Oh, it's not looking good. A 42% chance for Middlesbrough to win within the 90 minutes. Only a 17% chance for Hull City to win the live 90 minutes. This means nothing. This is win probability. It gets thrown out of the window every second. And then extra time possibility is at 41% at the moment. So the live win probability is saying that Middlesbrough will win it in 90 as opposed to it going extra time or Hull City winning it in 90. The stats are reading as this. Shots are at 4 for Hull City, 6 for Middlesbrough. 1 apiece on shots on target for both teams. Possession heavily in favoured for Middlesbrough, 72% possession for them. Only 28 for City. Fouls wise, only 1 foul for Hull City, 2 fouls for Middlesbrough. No yellow cards, no red cards. 1 offside apiece, 1 corner apiece. So it's been fairly even in some of the standings. But of course, I've got to say, Middlesbrough have looked like a bit of the better squad in that first half. But of course, it's not just a 1-half game, is it? It's a 2-half game plus. There could be a plus on this one. But let's have a look at the bench for City and see, would be Sergej Kirovic been looking to make any changes at half-time? I don't think so, but it could happen. Of course, you've got Dylan Phillips. He's not going to come on at half-time. You've got Lundstrom, Yu Hirakawa, Cody Drama, Amir Hazai, Mitrovic, Joe Gelhardt, Kieran Dow, Lewis Kumas, and Paddy McNair. Coming on at half-time, you could possibly see Joe Gelhardt, and I think he's the only one that you can see coming on at half-time. And who would he come on for? Either Balumi or Liam Miller, but I doubt it. I don't think he's going to make any changes at half-time. I think he's liking what he can get out of this squad, and so he just needs them to prove it a little bit more in the second half, especially in the early stages before making them changes to try and bring this one home for City. Thankfully, even if I didn't go, thankfully, even if it didn't go past the goal, I saw our goalie ready. Yeah, Evo Panda was already dived down ready for that final challenge by Strelic. McBurney doing well. He's looking quite nice. Yeah, I feel for Ollie not getting the Scotland call up. Has he not got the Scotland call up again? I haven't seen the Scotland squad. Are you joking me if he hasn't got the call up after Conway has been ruled out injured? He hasn't. He has not been called up. Are you joking? Are you actually joking? Ollie McBurney's not been called up for the Scotland national squad for the World Cup. That is mental. Don't want penalties. Need to see a screaming worldie from outside the area to win it. I mean, Diarme-esque. Oh. I doubt we will not go into pens. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Although we do have a reputation of scoring near the end of games. Yeah, I mean, we have a reputation of scoring and keeping it 1-0 in playoff finals, don't we? There's both playoff finals we've been in. We've won 1-0 due to, may I say, fantastic goals on both occasions. Both from Windass in 08 and Diarme in 2016. Who is it in 2026 that can have that moment for the City? Don't know. That's been what the conversation coming into this game is who's going to have that moment. Who's going to have that moment for City? Who's going to be that man? I've said Ollie McBurney. I've had quite a few people saying Balumi. It could be Balumi on the big stage. Could be Kyle. Would be nice. Quite nice for it to be Kyle. Yeah, he got left out. Mental stuff. What does McBurney have to do? 17 goals in the Championship this season, 18 in all competitions. 24 goal contributions in the Championship this season. That's second behind Zanvit Potnik. What did he have to do? Mental stuff. Mental stuff. I'm honestly still kind of surprised it would beat Millwall, group third in the league. Yeah, I mean, Hull City are the first 6th place team to make it to a playoff final since Derby County did it back in 2019, I should say, sorry. And of course, they didn't win it that time. They were playing Aston Villa. We know what Villa went on to go and do and what they still are doing. Still up in the Premier League because of it. So we will we'll see if City can right them wrongs. But as I say, they are 100% in playoff finals. So we'll see. We will see. Okay, I'm going to end the poll in the chat now. See what everyone's predicting. 57 votes. And nice. 72% of you are saying a Hull City win. Only 28% are saying a Middlesbrough win. That's what we like to see. And hopefully you lot are right in the chat that we are going to be celebrating a Hull City win at full time, extra time, after penalties. Who knows? But at some point later on today, we'll be celebrating a Hull City win. Come on. It's the big one. It's the big one, isn't it? it is the big one. Good amount of votes for Hull City, certainly is. Hopefully, that everyone has the faith. You gotta have the faith, the faith, the faith. Gotta have the faith, the faith, the faith. I won't sing anymore because I might get copyrighted because I'm that good of a singer. Ah. Of course, Middlesbrough could make a substitution at half-time. I doubt it. I think I see both Jurkiewicz and Hellberg rolling out the lineups that they've both started this game with, and just give them that next 10 minutes of the start to start off the second half to try and prove something before they start rolling out the changes. But we will see. So let's hope. I mean, how is everyone's nerves doing now? I think I've settled down a little bit now that the game's started, but I'm sure they'll peak back up once the second half gets underway, knowing that time is pressing on and things still remain level at 0-0. Because let's not think, just under 2 weeks ago, City were in this situation. It was 0-0 half-time. They came out, they had a fantastic second half. And they won 2-0 to seal their spot that they're taking right now. I don't think Borough have had the same fighting mentality as your boys. How many Borough lads are up for the fight when it gets scrappy? Certainly seems it. Yeah, I think Hull City is certainly a bit more up for the fight. But Middlesbrough just seem to have that little bit extra level-headedness, I think, on the field, which is you got to mix and match both, don't you? The fight whilst the level-headedness of playing in a final. I think Middlesbrough have had the better chances, but Hull City, I've got to agree with your point there. Had a bit more of the fighting edge about them, but we've seen that all season long from City. I'm quite scared, to be honest. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. We're at Wembley. Yeah. I mean, it's nervy times, but we'll save the nervy times for a couple of minutes before full time, in whatever the situation is. Because let's not forget, one of these two teams will be crowned winners at some point within the next 45 minutes, or a bit beyond that if it's going extra time and possible penalties. We've got to have the faith. I mean, dare to dream. That's the phrase that's been getting thrown around time and time again by Adjun, by the club. It's been a mantra of Hull City for time and time and time again. Going back through our years. Dare to dream. We're all daring to dream. And look what it can lead you to. Possibility of the Premier League. Again. For City. Like, I think it's mental to think that if Hull City were to do it, they would be in the Premier League after... not even the City fans thought we were going to be in this point. Yeah, we talk about everyone writing us off. Yeah, Hull City fans didn't put ourselves down for relegation. We said mid-table would be lovely this season. Top 10 would be a dream. We finished 6th. That's pretty good in itself. We're now in the playoff final. If we were to go on to win in the remainder of this game and Hull City were to seal a spot in the Premier League next season, just think about that. Like, as a Hull City fan at the start of the season, if you used to say to yourself, Hull City are a Premier League side, like, that's a mental thing to think about. Who do we have for the League One final, Bolton or Stockport? I'd probably say Bolton, just for the pure fact that they have, of course, a Hull City player on loan at Bolton, who did quite nicely for them in the semi-finals. Yeah, Mason Burstow. He's on loan at Bolton, so wish him the best of luck. Yeah. I'd like to see Stockport do it. I mean, Stockport could very well do it themselves as well. They've had quite a nice rise through the rankings, and of course, you would see the rematch of Stockport and Wrexham back in the Championship if they were to do it. Of course, Stockport and Wrexham were battling to get themselves couple back-to-back promotions and stuff. in what's been quite a nice rise for both teams through the divisions. As both teams are just out on the field with the substitutes, just getting a bit, keeping warm and everything. But from the looks of things, it don't look like anyone's having intense warm-up training. So I doubt anyone is coming on at half-time. I'd say the only possibility would be Hayden Hackney. Just due to Middlesbrough wanting to probably introduce him to get him as much game time as possible for the benefit of themselves. But I don't think he's going to be coming on at this point now. If we do it, I'll be so chuffed. I'll be chuffed as well. Everyone will be chuffed. I'm envisioning right now replays of 2008 where the trophy came home and the whole of City Centre was just packed of black and amber celebrating City. But they have a task to do. Let's not forget. The players are getting ready to come out for the second half. They have a task to do. They haven't had the better moments. They haven't had the possession. They are, in theory, the team with their back against the walls. So they've got a task to do in the second half as Middlesbrough come out ready to get going. I believe City just holding fire in the back of the tunnels. As Louis Carroll's just waiting for his full team to be there ready to before they all charge back out onto the field for the second half. Let's not forget, the second half we'll see Hull City and Middlesbrough swap ends, so Hull City will be playing towards the Middlesbrough fans, but will have the City fans in their corner, in their back end. Same thing for the Middlesbrough fans on the inverse. As the City players come out the tunnel, ready for this one. We'll do a quick rack through of the substitutes for both teams before second half kicks underway. For Middlesbrough, their goalkeeper on the bench is Joe Wildsmith, Hayden Hackney, Gilbert, Silvera, Castledine, Edmondson, Hansen, Ebe, and Saramento. And for obviously Hull City, it is the substitute keeper of Dylan Phillips, John Lundstrom, Yu Hirakawa, Cody Drama, Ami Hazai Metrovic, Joe Gelhart, Kieran Dowell, Lewis Kumas, and Paddy McNair. That completes the bench there for City. A few nice defending options if things do get to that point where Hull City do need to bring on some defenders. But you have also some good options to bring on to try and spice up that attack for them. So Hull City get underway in the second half. Panda's ball to try and go forwards is blocked there by Middlesbrough's Strelic. I'm not sure fully where that went out of play, but Hull City tried that kickoff routine. And on the rare chance, it didn't actually go well. Panda took the touch. He looked to dish it forwards. And Strelic just took it, I think, straight off his face. And so, it'll be a Panda goal kick, I should say. Goes forwards. Flicked backwards by Morris. Forwards by Ayling. Charging it down is John Egan. Sends that one out of play. So second half is underway. There's a possibility of either side being crowned winners and a Premier League team in 45 minutes to go. As Mexico Rolls says it, 45 mins for the Prem. Let's go City. Let's go indeed. Luke Ayling and Fry play a little 1-2 there. As the stands look a little bit empty because all the fans are coming back out from their half-time pint brigades. As Ayling dishes that one forwards. On the edge of the area by... Oh, that was a close one there for Morgan Whittaker. Morgan Whittaker with a low-driven shot on the edge of the area. And it takes a deflection off John Egan. So close one there from Middlesbrough. Ball forwards by Ayling. It gets nodded down towards Morgan Whittaker. And it's just blocked there by John Egan. Strelic was on Egan there as well. So nice work there by John Egan. Second corner of the game here for Middlesbrough. First of this second half. Targets the man to whip it in. Whips it in. Front post, headed on. Headed back into the mixer. McBurney heads it then behind. Another corner to come from the same point. It's Louis Coyle that flicked it towards the back post. It was then flicked back into the mixer by, I believe, Fry. McBurney was the man that had to head it behind before anything too tasty came of it from Middlesbrough. So Matty target to take this one once again. This near hand side, whips it in. The back post this time, looking for Fry. And that one goes right over the crossbar. Nestles on the top of the net. So Fry with two good headers off the back of two back-to-back corners. His second one nearly resulting in a goal early in the second half. But City will have a goal kick off the back of it. As it wasn't a million miles high either. If I had a little bit more dip on that header, probably would have gone right over Panda and into the back of the net. But luckily it didn't. Panda's goal kick goes forwards, chested down by Ayling. On it goes Regan Slater. He slides in. That ball goes out of play. And it's going to be a throw in there. Nice work there by the 50 grand man. Of course, he's on for another year. Ayling's just taking a little breather after that challenge from Slater. Ayling's been a little bit of a problem for City. But I think he's also been a bit of a problem for Middlesbrough. He's one of them players where you can't fully tell how good or how bad he is in a game. It feels a little bit like Middlesbrough's version of Louis Coyle. Played over towards Malanda. Come on, City. Quick counter. Come on, City. UTT. Mexico rolls. Love to see the emojis there. Going forwards on this right-hand side, go Middlesbrough. Strelek's header meets Hull City and goes forwards looking for McBurney. He's unable to get that one down. Slater then picks up on the errant ball. Has to play it back towards Egan. Egan is going to go back towards Evo Panda. And then Panda goes up that right-hand side. Oh, sorry, up the middle actually, looking for McBurney. He tries to flick it down. Does so towards Ryan Giles. Giles up this left-hand side. Plays it towards Miller. Miller with Giles to his left. He goes beyond Giles. And then he's going to play it back towards Matt Crooks. Crooks looks to go infield towards Hughes. Back out towards Giles on this near-hand side. Ryan Giles flicks one in towards the back post. And that nearly was a shot on target from Giles. It was more meant to be a cross. Didn't have any whip on it at all. And nearly dipped in towards that back post. The keeper thought about it, but had a bit too much height and a bit too much power on that one. But 5 minutes and a bit into the second half. Both teams are still up for it. Hughes takes that one down. Plays off Morgan Whittaker. And so Ryan Giles will take the throw in here on this near hand side. Pretty much slap bang on the halfway line. Giles just looking down the line for City. Ref just told him to hold his ground, not take any steps forward. Takes a few more steps forward whilst dealing the throw in towards McBurney. He flicks it on towards Miller. Miller pulled a little bit. No foul, says the referee. City still pick up possession here. Semi Ajayi dishes out towards Mohamed Baloumi. Baloumi out on this right-hand side. Lays it off towards Louis Coyle. Towards Matt Crooks inside the area. And his header has no power. And it has no direction towards the goal. And it instead goes out of play before Miller can even resurrect it. And so it's going to be a goal kick there for Middlesbrough. Nice idea, bit of play there from City. Unfortunate that Matt Crooks just wasn't able to get anything substantial on that header other than a glancing blow backwards. But there's the right idea there by City. See a bit more of it. Can we win a damn 50-50 ball? Hopefully. UTT indeed. Up the Tigers. Just want to win one 50-50 ball. That's been a big thorn at the moment in this game. As every 50-50 seems to go Middlesbrough's way, which is just one of them things. There's no one truly to blame. Slater plays one up down that right-hand side looking for Hughes, who's up there. Goes out of play. And so Strelic now going forwards with it. Held up there by Kyle, by Slater. Slater looks to cross it over towards Giles. Giles with a bit of space ahead of him now. He's going to have room to run down this left-hand side. In now the Middlesbrough's half. Giles just holds it up, lays it off towards Matt Crooks. Crooks then's going to look to go and dish it across towards that right-hand side. Plays it back towards Egan. Egan towards Hughes. Coming back out to this left-hand side now. Hughes chops it back to play it back towards Evo Panda. Inviting some of the Middlesbrough players to move out of position on that pressure. Ball forwards. Doesn't get it on the head of Miller. The ball does eventually find its way to Slater's feet. Slater in a bit of a foot race there to get it up that left-hand side. Bit of a tussle goes around. And foul, says the referee, from Slater on, I believe, Brownie. It was quite the tussle there on this near-hand side halfway into the Middlesbrough half. Middlesbrough do take the free kick fairly quickly. But they're just held up inside of their own half. City read it well and hold out their formation. Ayling just holding onto the ball about halfway inside of his own half. And he's literally just stood there still with the ball before then trying to dish one forwards. Looking up down that left-hand side for Matty Target. That one has far too much on it once again by Luke Ayling, out of play. As Evo Panda gets ready for the goal kick here. 53 minutes into this one, nearly 54 minutes. And no substitutions looking stripped and ready at the moment. There's a few players on the touchline getting warm, so could either side be ready to make a fairly early second half substitution? We'll wait and see. I'm liking things how they're currently playing for City though. As McBurney chops that one over the top towards Balumi. Balumi hence ends up in the air, chested down by Ayling, and then he just falls right on top of the ball after a light push in the back from Balumi. Smile on Ayling's face as he knows he got one luckily and cheaply there. But free kick for Middlesbrough, they're going to take it quick and short. Malanda now walking that ball forwards. Goes out towards Callum Britton. Britton towards Malanda. Malanda to Morris. Morris goes through the right-hand side. Held up. Callum Britton then sends it back in towards the midfield. Morgan Whittaker charging forwards. It's with Strelic. Taken down there by Charlie Hughes. Hughes does well there to come through the back of Strelic and take the ball off him without him even noticing. And City will now try and work on some sort of a counter-attack. Slater plays out towards Louis Coyle, towards Semir Jai. Jai forwards, looking for Miller on the run. Doesn't quite do so, and it gets blocked up there by Brownie. Forwards now going is Middlesbrough. Blocked up there by Mohamed Balumi. Balumi has a little nibble at his heels from someone in red and white. He's still going forwards. Balumi in towards the area, looking for McBurney. And that one's sent by Fry. Not out of play, but Middlesbrough do pick up the ball to stop Hull City having either a corner kick or another attempt inside of the area. Ball does eventually go out of play and a throw in there for City. But that was a nice bit of play, all manufactured there by Mohamed Balumi and his unrelenting passion down that right-hand side. That's the reason why he is the man he is. A fantastic run down that right-hand side for Mohamed Balumi. Miller does good work, but the end product needs to be better. He's a little bit hot and cold, I think, Liam Miller's been this season. Whether that's just coming back from, of course, the ACL injury that he suffered at the back end last season, detailing into this season. Tiny bit of possession, so it's looking a bit better. Yeah, what that possession does. Slater wants to win, he's showing some heart, he certainly is. He's our 50 grand man for a reason, isn't he? Middlesbrough shape one into the box, away by Charlie Hughes. Miller tries to take it down. On the second attempt, it goes out of play. And Brown's going to take the throw in. It's down by Ayling. He's, as usual, going to stand there still with the ball. Lays it off towards Morgan Whittaker. Whittaker gets a little push in the back. Nothing too much. He goes down. Referee says play on. So City do so. Carl now has the ball charging up that right-hand side. Looking for Miller on the cross ball. It eventually gets there to Liam Miller. One-on-one with Callum Britton is Liam Miller. Inside of the area. He's going to lay it back towards Matt Crooks. Matt Crooks. Balumi with a choppy back heel looking for McBurney. McBurney couldn't quite get the read on it, and it wasn't fairly on target towards McBurney, in all fairness. Ball eventually does end up back with Ivor Panda. And lays it over towards Semi Ajayi. Ajayi to Slater. Back towards Ajayi. This is nice stuff we're seeing from City so far in the second half. We're 13 minutes into the second half. 33 to play. Come on, City. Come on, City, indeed. This is getting wild. So much more open play both ways. I can't watch this. It's nervy stuff. This is what we're here for, right? Isn't it? City in a playoff final. A possible 32 minutes away from Premier League football. Hughes comes through. Up that right-hand side. He plays it off McGree. Goes out of play. And so Cole have himself a throw-in just in front of Sergei Kirvich. Cole just going to take his little bit of time to dry the ball. Probably have a little bit of a breather. Similarly like how there was a water break halfway through the first half. There should be one halfway through the second half. As Middlesbrough's Wembley record pops up on the screen. 4 losses, 1 draw. Of course, their most recent loss at Wembley being that of a 2-0 loss back in the playoff final of 2015 against Norwich. They're going forwards with Callum Britton down this right-hand side. He's going to lay it back there, though, for Morris. Morris. When she gets over towards Callum Britton. Britton towards Morgan Whittaker. He tries a back heel, finds Regan Slater. He's going to lay it off towards Matt Crooks. Crooks lays it off towards Balumi. He tries to unfire. Liam Miller down that left-hand side. Ayling does well to come across and cover. Slighting block, and he's going to now charge forwards himself for Middlesbrough. Ayling running a bit like Sturridge with the T-Rex arms. Going to lay it off towards Morris. Morris gets it towards Malander. Malander towards Morris. Back towards Malander. They could play a little 1-2 there. Before the ball gets to McGree. And it's now with Callum Britton on this near-hand side. He's going to play it back towards Ayling. Joe Gelhardt is stripped and ready to come on. He's looking to be the first man on for City, first man on for either side, as we're heading towards the hour mark of this game. Gelhardt going to be coming on, I presume, in replace of Liam Miller. That's my presumption based on what I've seen and what I know from Sergei Kirvich. But we will see. Presumably when the ball goes out of play next, Gelhardt will be on. Morgan Whittaker forwards. Blocked there by Giles. Again by Giles. 2 fantastic blocks there by Ryan Giles inside of the area to deny Middlesbrough shots on targets. Callum Britton tries to play one through. Gets flicked off by Matt Crooks towards Liam Miller. Liam Miller now with the ball. He just gets hacked down there by Callum Britton. Advantage play, says the referee. Slater goes through. Mohamed Balumi up that right-hand side. He's got Malander just ahead of him. City players coming in support. McBurney inside of the area. Balumi goes alone. Left foot. Strike straight at the keeper. Balumi does it all there as well again. But just unable to find that final bit of excellency. As the ball just gets loosely passed between Middlesbrough's squad. Ayling with the ball now. As City regain themselves in a tight position. Malander towards target. Target, Malander, Ayling. There's a very, very close chance there. Gelhardt, come on, let's go. Let's go indeed. Morgan Whittaker is so overrated. He's been, to be fair, alright for Middlesbrough this season. He's got himself a fair few number of goals and assists. Liam Miller, though, trying to do his work down that left-hand side. Gelhardt still on side, ready to come on. He plays it over towards Giles. Hughes. Then lays it over towards Semi Ajayi up that right-hand side. Semi Ajayi. He dishes one in himself. That's going to have too much on it. It's going to go out of play. Goal kick here for Brian. And presumably this is going to be Gelhart's moment to come on now. Who's he going to come on for? We will just see. I'm going to guess Liam Miller. And I was right. It's Miller off, Gelhart on. 62nd minute, the first substitution of the game has happened. And Gelhart is on. One of the men who scored in the playoff semi-final at the Den. He's on in place of Liam Miller. So we now have that partnership of Bellumi and Gelhart. The partnership that sealed the spot for City in this moment now. Gelhart, who's had a fantastic campaign. Currently on loan at City from Leeds United. And let's hope that no matter the outcome today, Gelhart is a Tiger on a permanent next season. But hopefully he's a permanent Tiger in the Premier League. Be even nice if he can manage to do it coming off the bench. Goal kick played short towards Ayling from Middlesbrough. He then charges and goes forwards, played towards John Egan. Egan tries to send it back in towards the mixer. But he goes straight back towards Brian, who bowls it over towards Fry. Forwards goes Morris with the ball towards McGree. Now with Brownie. High ball in towards the area. Brownie heads it then, and Egan heads it back out of play. He's on with Callum Britton now. Brownie shaping one. Panda comes right out of his 6-yard area and grabs that ball before anyone can contest it. He tries to send it forwards looking for Bellumi. Melanda just gets a leg on it, sends it out of play. And so City will have themselves a throw-in just in front of Hellberg's technical area. It is truly anyone's game, this one. As Sergei Kirich said coming into the match, it's a 50-50, a playoff final. Coyle to take the throw in there, just in front of Hellberg. McBurney, Coyle. Flicks it over towards Giles. Giles, bit of space on his left-hand side. He's going to play it towards Gelhart. I believe that's his first touch whilst on the field now in his playoff final debut for City. It's now with Crooks. Crooks sends it through towards Slater to Gelhart. It's nice work here from City. Keep it going. Back with Slater. Shaping it over towards Semi Ajayi on that right-hand side. Up towards Coyle. Coyle shapes one in himself. Flicked away by Fry for Middlesbrough. Tried to get a cheeky flick back on. There is Morgan Whittaker. And Hughes sends it out of play. So Matty Target will have a throw-in on that far-hand touchline. 65 minutes gone in this one. Still no semblance of a change from Middlesbrough. Although I just say that, and Hayden Hackney is stripped and is receiving a standing ovation, and he hasn't even come on the pitch yet from Middlesbrough supporters. That's how much he means to them, and that's how much he could mean to Middlesbrough in this game. Hayden Hackney is stripped and ready to come on. City could do with tightening things up now. McBurney just pushed off the ball a bit there. Middlesbrough with the ball. Brownie towards Morris. Morris coming forwards with the ball, still inside of the Middlesbrough half. Still, he's now in the City half. Plays it over towards Callum Britton. Britton to Morris. Morris, Melanda and Ayling just play a little triangle before it gets back towards Morris. Could Middlesbrough be sort of easing time down for Hayden Hackney to be fully ready? I'm not sure. Or whether they're just trying to pick apart City and try and get themselves an opportunity to break through for an attack. Because they're literally just holding it before Ayling dishes it down that right-hand side for Callum Britton. Britton in a bit of space. He then plays it infield towards Morgan Whittaker. Whittaker bounces it underneath Gelhart back towards Callum Britton. Britton to Morris. Over towards Ayling. Ayling, Morris. It's now with Fry. Hayden Hackney seemed like the only man on the benches that is ready at the moment. So it'll be another 1-for-1 substitution here for Middlesbrough. This ball goes forwards. Morgan Whittaker chasing out on this right-hand side. But he's now coming forwards from both ends. Morgan Whittaker, He just takes too long to get it in. And Giles is down. And I think he's felt his hamstring go. Oh dear. Giles just prods that one out of play. He puts his hand right on his hamstring. And I think he just felt that one go on that little poke out. As he poked it out, his studs went into the floor a little bit. And he's just getting it stretched out by Charlie Hughes. But this is really not what we want to be seeing right now in a playoff final. Giles, who has had some time out on the sidelines due to complications in his legs. Something similar from what we've just seen just then. And we could really do without a Giles injury right now. The person who would come on for him would be Paddy McNair. But we'll see the state of the situation. I'd rather have Giles playing down the left wing back. No disrespect to Paddy McNair, but Giles has had some pedigree about it. Both teams will take this opportunity now to have a little bit of a water break. With some cold towels and regain some instructions from their technical staff. Hayden Hackney is also waiting on the sideline still to come on. As we are just waiting to see what is going to happen with Ryan Giles. Hopefully it is just a little bit of a cramp situation and he can play on. But I don't think it is, because it's going to be Yu Hirakawa. Yu Hirakawa is stripped and ready. And so the man who's on loan from Bristol City is looking to get ready to come on. Hull City have a very good shape. Well, it could be changing up a little bit now as Hayden Hackney is going to come on from Middlesbrough. And Yu Hirakawa is going to come on for Hull City. So I'm going to guess Yu Hirakawa is going to come on for Giles. And that could possibly mean a change of shape. We will see. Strelic is off for Hayden Hackney. 21 minutes to go. Of course, there'll be a little bit of extra time due to this little break here. So Hayden Hackney is on for the first time since March. So he comes on for Strelic, of course, Middlesbrough striker. I presume that means Morgan Whittaker's going to go up top. Hayden Hackney is going to sit behind Whittaker. We're just going to wait and see what's happened with Giles. I'm going to guess Giles is coming off in replace of Yu Hirakawa. We know Hirakawa's going to come on in some element as he's stripped and ready. But I don't think that's going to happen yet, as Ivo Panda's been told to get on with his goal kick. So he's going to take it. As Giles is playing on at the moment. Yu Hirakawa is not on the sidelines anymore. He's put his bib back on and sat down. So I think Giles is fit and ready to continue on. So hopefully it was just cramp. We'll see how that one shapes out in the next 20 minutes or so. Of course, 20 minutes remain in this game. 0-0 as things stand at the moment. As Morris currently has the ball for Middlesbrough. It's Malander. Fry, then Ayling. Giles is sitting a little bit deep, but you'd expect that from someone. His running seeming to be fine. So I'm going to guess it was just a little bit of cramp. Something he just needs to have stretched out and he's good to continue. As Middlesbrough try and build it forwards now with Hayden Hackney on that left-hand side for him. His ball sent out of play there by Louis Coyle. Right in front of there, Yu Hirakawa, who's got his bib on the sidelines as he's not going to be coming on just yet. As Middlesbrough get this working going now. Chopped back up the field by City. No one up there. And so Fry can just leisurely jog to that one before sending it over towards Ayling. Ayling on the ball now. Up towards Hayden Hackney. Hackney coming forwards on that left-hand side. Plays one in. Out again by Egan. Towards Slater. Slater in a bit of a foot race there with McGree. Slater seemingly to have fouled, the referee says, on McGree. Seems to be a bit of a 50-50. As McGree's down on the decks as a free kick's going to be going Middlesbrough's way just inside of the City half. got to admit, it is getting quite warm in this room. But I will sit here in the heat, watching City in this playoff final. Happy as a chappy. And it seems like that might be McGree's day done. He's still on the floor and looks like he's just nodded saying, yeah, bring on the physios, I think I'm done. As he just went slipping down to the decks. A bit of a grimace on his face while he did so. He's now lying down, having his legs stretched out a little bit. So that might be McGree's day done. Hellberg just looking a bit puzzled on the sidelines for Middlesbrough. And this could be another twist and a tail in this playoff final. So Middlesbrough might be forced into making a substitution here in the 73rd minute. We'll wait and see what the situation fully is. But McGree's still down on the deck. Hellberg questioning with his staff. What do they do now? McGree's had some nice moments so far in this one for Middlesbrough. As it looks like Yu Hirakawa is going to be ready to come on. So is Cody Drammer. So I'm going to guess that might be Giles' day done. With Drammer probably coming on for Giles. And then Yu Hirakawa. Not sure on who he's going to come on for. Maybe Balumi. Not fully sure. Or maybe one of the centre-halves since City will be transitioning into a 4-back. But we will see. As City will be getting ready to make this double change. I'm so confused on how the hell that was a foul. Same here, but referee blown it. We'll see what happens. But Yu Hirakawa and Cody Drammer are on the sidelines waiting. Hirakawa's got his shirt on. Drammer's still just only got a towel covering over his shoulders. But he's getting some signals from Marko Slasovic on the sidelines for City. As it looks like Middlesbrough will also be making a change here as McGree's day looks like it's going to be done. And he's just walking about a little bit. But he's going to come off the field. And they're going to have one man ready, appearing to come on in his place. So McGree gives a little bit of a round of applause to the away supporters. Of course, both teams are away supporters in this game. And it looks like coming on for him. I'm not actually sure who it is. It is Hansen. Hansen is going to come on for McGree. One of Middlesbrough's attackers. So that's one change there. And then this double change for City. Yu Hirakawa. He's going to be coming on for... We'll just wait for the confirmation. As the officials on the sidelines get confused on the boards. So Yu Hirakawa is going to come on for Giles. So Giles had another 5 minutes run out. But he is now going to have his playoff final ended against his former team in Middlesbrough. A nice round of applause from some Middlesbrough fans. But of course all of the City away end. So he comes off for Yu Hirakawa. And Cody Drammer is going to be coming on for Mohamed Balumi. So Drammer, I presume, is going to actually go into the place of Giles. And Hirakawa is going to come on into the place of Balumi. Balumi, a little bit of a shake of the head. He had some nice moments in this one, but I think he's going to be a bit upsetting himself they didn't manage to grab that winning moment. So see how City lay up in this one. Of course, there is the current free kick to go at the moment, but I'll tell you how the true formation lies out after this. It could be a case that Hirakawa is playing left wing back and Drammer is playing as that sort of right wing some element. The ball into the box, Hayden Hackney with it. Chopping it back, headed by Luke Ayling. And jumping catch by Ivo Panda. He's going to send this one quick forwards down that right hand side. Looking for Yu Hirakawa running on it. It gets nodded back towards Callum Britton before Hirakawa can get anything on it. Crooks comes in to try and pick up the ball off Brownie. And Brownie's ball goes out of play, but the referee says that it's a free kick for Middlesbrough in the process. Crooks looks a bit puzzled. But still, Middlesbrough play on with that free kick. I've just remembered I've still got a bet on this game. Win for City, McBurney to score. And of course, Crooks to get a card at any time. 77 minutes into this one. 13 minutes remain of regular time. Anyone's game still. Hansen on the ball now. Sliding challenge there from Egan. But Middlesbrough still have it. The ball forward towards Callum Britton. Goes all the way through to Louis Coyle. And it seems like, yeah, Louis Coyle is coming into that left wing back. Cody Drammer's in the right wing back. Gelhart's gone out onto the right. Yu Hirakawa's on the left. It's a bit of a change for City, but still same shape it appears. We're still that 5 back. Crooks, Slater in the midfield. Hirakawa on the left. Gelhart on the right. And of course McBurney up top. We have seen Drammer and Coyle play in these positions already this season, so it's nothing too much to worry about. But of course, this is Drammer's first bit of action back from a little injury that set him out for the playoff semi-finals. But he is here, ready for the big one. Of course, another former Leeds product in this one. Joins Gelhart, who's currently a Leeds player and on loan at City, and of course former Leeds player Luke Ayling. A couple of former Leeds players actually built within both squads here. And it's Luke Ayling who's currently on the ball now for Middlesbrough. Hello chat, hello there, how we doing? Come on all indeed, let's go. Hirakawa with a block there, sends it over towards Ollie McBurney. Semi Ajayi looking for Joe Gelhart. Gelhart plays it back towards Cody Drammer. Drammer looking forwards for Semi Ajayi. Gets blocked by Malanda. And Ayling has that one on it. Plays it over towards Brownie. And then out here towards Callum Britton. Morris on it now. Morris just charging it forwards leisurely. Goes over the top, meet down by Matty Target. On now by Hansen. Hansen lays it over towards Morris, back towards Hansen. Hansen for Middlesbrough on the edge of the area. He has to send it over towards Morris. As Gelhart is coming out to apply a bit of pressure on towards Morris of Middlesbrough. It's now with Malanda, back with Morris. So 10 minutes plus whatever additional. Hansen in the area. Oh, and that's nearly a chance there for Middlesbrough. And what a save by Ivor Panda. It was offside anyway, the linesman is now saying. But that was a close chance there for Middlesbrough. The ball gets through to Hansen on that left-hand side. He is offside when he receives it. Very clear as day. Nice call by the official. But his shot goes underneath both Hughes. And then Panda manages to prod his foot, which sends it narrowly out past that far post. It would have been offside anyway if it was to end up in the back of the net. So Panda's going to take this free kick long. McBurney just clothesline on his way to try and find that ball. No foul, says anyone. And so Slater picks it up, plays it to Gelhart. Gelhart trying to find it back towards Slater. Morris picks it up instead. It's now with Charlie Hughes. Over towards Louis Coyle. Louis Coyle with the ball up this left-hand side. Plays it towards Yu Hirakawa. Yu Hirakawa, back towards Coyle. Coyle to Hughes. Hughes up in this attack here to Matt Crooks. Crooks up this left-hand side. Plays it back towards Louis Coyle. Coyle tries to whip one in. It's deep. There's no one there for City. Gelhart eventually gets there. His shot is off target. As he just couldn't get fully wrapped around that one. It's nice play when we see this from City. Just need it to happen a little bit more frequently so these opportunities can have a bit of a higher success rate. But nice work rate there from Gelhart nonetheless. As there is 8 minutes to go of regular time. OMG just barely off the save. Yeah. Fine margins here. As Hansen has it again. City come through with a sliding block, send it forward towards McBurney. Morris picks it down. Brownie over the top of Hirakawa. Sends it over towards Callum Britton up this right-hand side for Middlesbrough. Britton. Morris in the midfield. Forwards, Hansen now in the area. Plays a 1-2 with Morgan Whittaker. Callum Britton now on this near-hand side. Callum Britton. Can't whip it in. He's going to have to play it towards Morris. Melander. Ayling. And it's now with Fry. Fry towards Ayling. Back towards Fry. Target. Hayden Hackney. Melander. Morris. Everyone's getting involved now for Middlesbrough. So say there's 7 minutes to go here of regular time. Nerves certainly are rising. My heart is beating. Morgan Whittaker. Morris. Ayling. Ayling and Whittaker play a 1-2 as it goes now towards Callum Britton at this right-hand side. It's blocked by Coyle and Hirakawa. Both men are down. It's now going to be back towards Morris, in towards the area. Turned away by Charlie Hughes. Down by McBurney. Sliding through comes Fry. Ball is errant up in the air. Ayling struggles to take it down. Ayling holds him off. Yu Hirakawa on the break. He's one-on-one with Melander. He tries to get past him. Morris just comes through. Does enough to disrupt him on the back end. And unfortunately, Yu Hirakawa loses the ball there. Morris picks it up. City a bit unlucky there on that counter-attack there. Worked. Middlesbrough currently with the ball. I have a feeling this one is going to go to extra time unless someone has a miracle moment in these nervy final minutes. 6 minutes of regular time here at Wembley Stadium in the Championship playoff final. Hull City versus Middlesbrough, a £200 million game. A spot in the Premier League next season is on the line for the winner. Ball dished over towards Hayden Hackney. Hackney coming through, glances through past Hirakawa and McBurney. Plays it towards Callum Britton. Britton's ball is blocked by Egan. Taken down by Crooks, Coyle, Hirakawa. Back towards Coyle. Over towards Charlie Hughes. Now it's with Ivor Panda. Ivor Panda just holding on to it. Then plays it over towards Regan Slater. Now it's with Charlie Hughes. Hughes to Louis Coyle. Now back with Hughes. Over towards Ivor Panda. Panda just walking the ball to the edge of his area. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go, everyone. Hold on to your hats. McBurney flicks on the header for Yu Hirakawa. Yu Hirakawa tries a header himself. But referee holds it up. I'm not sure, actually. He put his arm out, but I don't think he blew his whistle. So play's still on. City with the ball now. Hughes over towards Semi Ajayi. Not long of regular time. If City want to get it done now, it would be lovely. Towards Gelhardt. Now with Cody Drammer. Drammer to Crooks. Crooks upfield to Semi Ajayi to Drammer. Gelhardt. Gelhardt to Semi Ajayi. Semi Ajayi's ball is a little bit errant, but John Egan does well to pick up on it. It's now with Louis Carl. Space on this left-hand side. Towards Yu Hirakawa. Hirakawa coming towards into the area. Left-footed cross. Deep. There's no one there. McBurney's now racing onto it. Is he going to get there before Hayden Hackney? He slides into it. And there's a foul, the linesman says. It's going to be a free kick there, I think, for Middlesbrough. Or certainly a throw-in for Middlesbrough. Nice work there from McBurney to try and pick up on the loose ball. To try and see if City can have something going here in these final moments. I can't even watch this. You and me the same, Mexico rolls. You and me the same. 4 minutes to go. Ball forwards. Met by Hansen. Out of play. On the halfway line. Throw in for City. Nervy times. Nervy times for both ends, I'm sure. As the referee just wants a word with Hansen and Charlie Hughes. As Hansen just keeps on trying to walk away from the referee. Ref does have his word with both of them. And they move on their way. Probably just a little light warning from that little tussle that they just had. Anyway, Cody Drammer's ready to take this throw in Pretty much slap bang on the halfway line. Why did Balumi come off? Not fully sure. Just a rotational factor, I'm going to guess. Also, you've got to question Balumi's fitness because he has had a bit of a touch and go season. I mean, it extends back into last season, hasn't it, with the ACL injuries? So there's no point putting a man out there that can not do with the extra bit of pressure. But he looked nice in what he did. Balumi's brother confirmed to me this morning he got a World Cup call-up. Lovely to see that. Hopefully that is 100% accurate, and that Balumi is on his way to the USA for the World Cup. Middlesbrough fans are currently biting their fingers due to the nerviness of this, because they know that it could go either way. Ball is currently with Middlesbrough. 2 minutes to go. It's now with Callum Britton up this right-hand side. Shapes it in towards the midfield. Hansen on it. Hansen lays it over towards Malander to Morris. Morris shoots from outside range. Blocked sharply by Charlie Hughes. Out of play. Throw in for Middlesbrough. I don't know how much my heart can take of this. Malander on it. Over towards Fry. Ayling on it now. Ayling towards Morris. It's now with Matty Target. It's all the way back now with Ayling. 1 minute to go plus additional time. Middlesbrough try and get forwards. Slater just hoofed down to the deck. Play on, says the referee, as Coyle's coming up this left-hand side. His ball eventually goes out of play before he can shape one round to get to Yu Hirakawa. Throw in taken quickly by Middlesbrough. Hayden Hackney on it now. Not seen an awful large amount of him so far in this game. But it's with Morgan Whittaker. He shoots. And that ball is one that he's going to wish that he could have back. That's far off target as a shot from Morgan Whittaker. So goal kick here for City. 30 seconds remain of regular time here. Louis Carroll just stretched out by Charlie Hughes for a bit of cramp on what appears to be his left leg. He'll take this just to watch this clock wind down a little bit. As he just gets up, and it's a bit of that standing stretch as well to work out that cramp as the clock just winds down towards full time. And it's looking ever more likely that we are going to be going to extra time. There is going to be 8 minutes additional though at the end of the second half before we get there. So 8 minutes before we have to play any additional. And so that's going to be 8 minutes for either side to try and grab a winner. It's still 0-0. 90 minutes have been played. 8 more before the full-time whistle goes on. Panda's goal kick goes long. Looks for McBurney. He bodies it down towards Crooks. Hirakawa tries to flick it on back towards McBurney. Doesn't quite happen. And it's with Ayling. Both teams are now up for it after they've seen 8 minutes back on the scoreline. It's forward with Callum Britton down this right-hand side. He shapes it round for Hayden Hackney. Hayden Hackney in the area. Hughes goes sliding. It's with Hansen on the edge of the area. Many Tiger bodies in the way. It's now with Callum Britton. Hayden Hackney towards the area. Morgan Whittaker. Flicked away there by Regan Slater. Still outside of the area for Morris. Morris, Hayden Hackney. Morgan Whittaker. Blocked. Hoofed away by Semi Ajayi. It's down though by Ayling. Still inside of City's half. And the referee just blows his whistle. As just down on the decks is Charlie Hughes. Hoping this is nothing too serious. As it's a head injury, they're going to have to take their precautions with this. So there'll be a couple more minutes on top of that 8. With this head injury precaution here on Charlie Hughes. He seems to be fine. But we will wait and see. As Semi Ajayi's ball that he hoofed away took a deflection off the back of Charlie Hughes' head. So they're just going to sit him back down just to take the concussion precautionary measures. as Sergei Kirich is wondering how long it's going to take for him. As it's nervy in both ends. I mean, probably nervy here, isn't it? Good for him. That's awesome. He's a good player. Certainly is. He's had cracking moments when he's played this season for City. I got tickets for World Cup game. Actually, I'm seeing the Ivory Coast versus Ecuador. Lovely stuff. You might see old friend Jean-Michel Sarri then for Ivory Coast. If he's been called up for them. 8 minutes of stoppage time. Yeah, 8 minutes. But 3 of them have already been played. But I reckon another minute and a half might be added on. Yeah, I suppose Mexico rolls, you're in perfect prime position to see some World Cup games. As both Middlesbrough and City fans seem to be in full voice at the moment. As this clash looks to be on track for extra time. The full 90 isn't done yet. We are still in the additional time, the injury time at the end of the second half. And Middlesbrough had themselves a drop ball after the referee blowed up for the head injury on Charlie Hughes. As he's just going to have to wait on the sidelines 30 seconds before getting reintroduced. Ayling, forwards, diving header away by Egan. Gelhardt to Slater. Looks to chop it back over towards Gelhardt. He's going to try and get on it before Malanda. He tries a cheeky flick on the back heel. Does eventually get it towards Drama. To Slater. Back towards Drama. Down over towards Semi Ajayi. Up now towards Gelhardt. Gelhardt a bit of a tussle there with Malanda. Breaks away for Slater. Now forwards for McBurney. He lays it off towards Coyle. And now going forwards are City. Coyle up this left-hand side towards Yu Hirakawa. Hirakawa up this left-hand side. Shapes it in towards the box. Diving block. And a single back in the net. It's McBurney. It's McBurney. It's McBurney. Yes. Right at the death of it. In additional time. It's Ollie McBurney. And City could be going to the Premier League. Yes. Ollie McBurney. It's chaos in the east side of Wembley. And it's Ollie McFucking-Burney. Yes! 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 Get in! Ollie McBurney with the pounce. Get in! Get in! I'm sure VAR will look at it because there's a little bit of scrap in the play. But it was Yu Hirakawa shaping it into the box. And City applied the pressure. There was a few bodies there. But it was Ollie McBurney, the man that did it. It's Ollie McBurney once again. Get in. Get in. Yes. McBurney. He's in your head. In your head. McBurney. 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 Hey. Hey. Get in. Get in! Yes! Love it! Love it! That's what it means! Wearing the tiger strip with pride! And who else but the man that got snubbed from the Scotland squad? It's Ollie McBurney! And he, I said, is the Wembley hero! It's Ollie McBurney! It's Ollie McBurney! Yes! I mean, they're just showing the replays because I'm presuming that VAR are having an extensive look at it. Oh. Please, just hold up, please. I mean, Burney's going to get a yellow card because he took his shirt off in celebration. But I do not give one flying fuck. Oh my God. Oh my God, how are we feeling? How are we feeling? Middlesbrough make a couple of changes. I believe it's Saramento is on. And VAR is still looking at it. Play hasn't resumed. City still have a job to do. So double change. Iber, Saramento on, Target and Brown off. And then double change for City. Regan Slater, 50 grand man. He's coming off for John Lundstrom. And Paddy McNair's also coming on in replace of, we'll see in a second, of Louis Coyle. So defence to try and hold out this 1-0 win at Wembley. I called it! Job's not done yet. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're nearly there. The destiny, the dream, it's nearly true. Oh, God. I fear my voice is slowly losing grips with me, but I do not care. The voices are fine in that away end. And Ollie McBurney, erect the statue of him at the MKN Stadium now. I want that North Stand named the McBurney end. What a time. What a season for City. He's in your head. He's in your head. McBurney. Hey. Get in. And it looks like play will finally be underway. We're at the 98th minute now, but I presume there's going to be a couple more minutes added on here. With the goal, with the VAR check, with the changes, and of course, with the head injury to Charlie Hughes. Same here, Mexico Rose. I cannot believe that Scotland snubbed him. Come on, City, let's hold this out. McNair slices that one away. He goes down, clutching his shin. Come on, City. Come on. Let's hold this out. This is ours to win now. Written off before the season even started. And City are here. They have dared to dream. They are in the playoff final. They are up 1-0. Thanks to McBurney. Right at the death of it. Come on. Come on. Colt, let's hold this out. Paddy McNair with the throw-in. The whistle could go at any point now, so we're watching on with nerves. This is Sir Alex Ferguson's squeaky bum time. As Paddy McNair will have a throw-in once again on this left-hand side. Whew. Adrian Ojali's feeling the heat now. He could be having a quite nice payday for all what he's put into this squad. I don't think my heart can take it. Come on. Come on, City. Welcome into everyone that's joined the live stream. Hopefully you are here and hopefully you are as happy as I am here. Because I'm as happy as Larry. I do not know who Larry is, but my God, I can tell you that he is over the moon. Middlesbrough in towards the area, headed out by Egan. Ball falls down. Ayling on it. Still inside of City's half. Britton. One-on-one with Hirakawa. Plays it over towards Ayling. We'll pass the 100th minute now. Ayling shaping it forwards. Headed away by Semi Ajayi. Referee blows for offside there. A little more, small win from the Hull City fans and the Hull City players alike. I am sweating bricks. That's due to the heat in the room and that's also due to the excitement that I am currently feeling. Sergej Kirovic is a great manager. He certainly is, my friend. Update the scores on the screen. Thank you very much for reminding me. Oh, God. Where's my mouse gone? Where's my mouse? My mouse has turned itself off. Right. Thank you very much for reminding me. Properties. And that one is very lovely to see on the screen now, isn't it? But yeah, thanks for reminding me. I was away with the clouds there. Thomas, I agree. Blow the referee. Blow the referee. Blow the referee. Blow it. Blow the whistle. Come on. Can't wait to see you guys at the Etihad next season. I mean, I can't wait to be there. Hull versus Chelsea incoming. Yeah, let's do that one again. And my God, the videos that we're going to make over this off-season. Middlesbrough sending their keeper forwards. They have a free kick, but the videos we're going to make in this off-season, heading into this, what could be now a Premier League season. Ball forwards. It's right out of play. Come on, referee. Come on. Just blow the whistle. Blow the damn whistle. We're heading into the 102nd minute, I mean. We're well over the additional time. Come on. Come on, I'm just waiting for that whistle to be blown. And this fairy tale, miracle, whatever you want to call it, season The never say die. Can't get my words out now. Never say die, City Tigers are on for the Premier League. What do you think of Sunderland this season in the Premier League? Hats off to you. I've been saying that that City need to do a similar job to what you did to when they go up, in how you prepared for this season and how you've conducted yourself this season in the Premier League. Ball's getting chopped around all over the field. Throw in for Middlesbrough. Just in front of Sergei Akirovich. Morris is going to take it. Referee still not blowing his whistle. We're still eking on with this time here. Please, just blow the whistle, referee, please. Come on. Come on. Confirm it to me. Confirm this to me. Ball into the area, headed away. It's not full time yet. Vantage played Middlesbrough. Hoofed out of play. It's going to be a throw in here on this near hand side. Come on, City. Come on. Come on. Just give me it. Blow the whistle. Blow the damn whistle. Come on. Let us celebrate in style. Paddy McNair's throwing forwards. Over towards Ayling. It's back with Brian, the keeper of Middlesbrough. It's forwards. Matt Crooks has it. Why not have another one? Why not have another one? It's with you, Hirakawa. Hirakawa. Plays it back towards Matt Crooks. Blocked. And forwards go Middlesbrough. Flicks on. And Egan just allows Panda to pick that one up. He goes down to his front. And that's it! It's full time! And Hull City are back in the Premier League! Written off before a ball was kicked this season. But we said, dare to dream. Sergei Akirovich is the man. He secured the dream. Hull City are back in the Premier League for the first time in 10 years. They were written off before a ball was kicked, and with embargo free restrictions written off time and time again, Sergei Akirovich, this entire team, and Adrian Ilajala has secured Premier League football for the mighty Tigers. Yes! Get in! Hull City are going up. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Up the Football League we go. When we get promotion, this is what we'll sing. We're Sergei is our king. Get in. Fucking love it. Love it. Spygate. Who are you? Don't even know you, mate. Oh. What a time to be alive. Adrian Ojal is punching his fist in celebration. And McBurney, I want to kiss you, my friend. I want to kiss you. The statue of him is going up tomorrow morning. Believe you me. Oh, get me to that victory parade. Presumably on Monday, Bank Holiday Monday. Fun fact, Hull is the only 6th place team to win the playoff in the last decade and a half. Never dull in Hull, is it? It's never dull in Hull. Well done, Hull City. Justice served. Justice is served. Very much seen, indeed. Up the Tigers indeed. Oh, we're in the Prem. Aren't we? Mexico rolls. Yes! I can't contain my excitement. Oh. Ah, yes! Hull City going up. Oh, we have been promoted. We have been promoted by Bradford City, friend. We have been promoted. Oh, get in. Congrats, guys. Really pleased for you. Thank you very much. It's not just been this season. It's been the time under Adrian, it's been the time under the Alams, it's been all the turbulent ups and downs that we've had. over the past 10 years plus. Come on, all from Brazil, sorry, not Basel, Brazil. Go Tigers. Go on the Tigers. Thank you very much for joining in. It's been so long, it certainly has. Yes! Get in! Get in! Oh, even just that little thing at the bottom of my screen that says Hull City promoted to the Premier League. Goosebumps. I've got goosebumps. The shivers all over me. Oh, can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oh my God. McBurney's won player of the match, rightfully so. He gets my player of the match. And I'm fuming. Matt Crooks didn't get a card, so I don't get my 100 quid. But nevertheless, Hull City won promotion to the Premier League. That's enough to put a smile on my face for the next 12 months. Against all odds. Mexico rolls! You are a legend, my friend. You're up there with Ollie McBurney. $49.99. You're a bit of the pie, lad. Up to Tigers. Thank you for everything and all the coverage like this man's stuff. Thank you very much. The donation, honestly, you do not have to, but it means the world. And you wait for the content next year. I mean, I say next year, starting tomorrow. We're going to be continually covering this City team, how they're building for next year, and how they'll be facing off in the Premier League next year. So plenty of content to come. I mean, you thought this season was crazy. You wait till next season. This is the stuff of dreams, it certainly is, Thomas. Dare to dream, lads. Dare to effing dream. I'm so happy right now. Come on. Congrats from Turkey. Thank you very much. Congrats, mate. Thank you very much. Up the Tigers. Love it. Absolutely love it. Can't wait for the transfer window. Me too. Playing against United, City, Arsenal, Chelsea, all the likes next season, aren't we? We can now finally relax. We're going to the Premier League. Oh. I can't believe it. He's right in front of me, but I still can't believe the Hull City did the job against Norwich. I mean, Troy Deeney's getting an Ollie McBurney tattoo now. He said to him before the playoffs, he went, "If Hull City go on and win this whole shebang, I'm gonna get your autograph as a tattoo." I'm waiting for that photo. You can't believe it. I still can't believe that we did the job against Norwich. I still can't believe we did the job against Millwall. Let alone be here in this situation against Middlesbrough. Let alone now having won 1-0 again. 08, 2016, 2026. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Manchester United fan, congrats. Well deserved. See you next season. See you next season, my friend, indeed. Welcome back, lads. Old Trafford will be waiting to host you lot. Believe me, brother. Well deserved. Thank you very much. Who scored, lol? It was Ollie McBurney. Who else you think? Because he's in your head. He's in your head. McBurney. 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 Hey, hey. Mate, you're in the Prem. You don't have to tell me twice, do you? Ah. Never like the players. It's wrong. All the third team play should go up, but it's well done. Hull City, another Yorkshire team in the Premier League next season from a Leeds fan. And thank you very much. Why can't believe you have Jakirovic as manager? I mean, yeah, that's all you need to know. Sergei Jakirovic is Hull City's manager. He's taking us to the Premier League. He has taken us to the Premier League. He's not taking us. We are there. We are there now. We are a Premier League team. We are secure as a Premier League team next season. And we know everyone that we're facing, bar one team, which will be decided tomorrow. But of course, That's all the coverage to come later on. Let's celebrate this moment. Hate you. Love ya. Forest fan here. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be back. Well done. Congrats from a Blades fan. Thank you very much there. Oh, thank you very much for all of the congratulations, everyone. Congrats from Turkey. I can't wait for when we go to against Aston Villa. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Nottingham Forest are so excited to host you in the Premier League. Nice to see you. Nottingham Forest again. It's been a few years since we've seen you guys. Adjan, love Adjan. Hate you. I still love you, my friend. Hull City deserve Premier League. They certainly do. Well done, lads. Good luck next season from Blackpool. Hope to be back there one day. You might well be, but we'll be there waiting for you. We'll keep the seat warm. Hull City promoted to the Premier League. Hull City are in the Premier League. Kudos from Man City fan. Congratulations on your promotion. You lads earned it. Thank you very much. Hull versus Newcastle is Barclays heritage. I mean, yeah. Let's not forget the David Moyes header. Or headbutt, I should say. McBurney just gives Louis Kyle a little kiss whilst he's doing a Sky Sports interview. Oh. Can he believe it? My friend is a Villa fan. This will be a legendary match. It certainly will be. Much love from Taiwan. We've got a bit of Taiwan in here. When I come for a game, we are linking up to watch it, buddy. USA to UK will bound up the Tigers. Certainly Mexico Rolls, you're more than welcome to come with me to a game. And we'll be watching on the Tigers from the Premier League. Turkish Adjan Jali, love him. Love him. From a Sunderland fan, congratulations and well done, Hull, a Premier League. See you next season at Same Light. Love it, I'll be there. Come on. Come on. Oh. Calm down, calm down. I need to calm down. I can't take this, but Hull are in the Premier League. Hull are in the bloody Premier League. Oh. Well, thank you very much for everyone who's tuned into the live stream here. I do need to go and record my reaction video because I'm a bit under a time constraint. Or else I would be here celebrating with you all until 3 o'clock in the morning. But I am under a time constraint. So, yes, I do need to record my reaction video because I need to get that out ASAP, Rocky. But Hull City are in the Premier League. That's all you need to know. I will have... calm down, no chance, mate. I'm going to take it all in. I'm still reeling in it all, but manage myself. You know, you're going on the goal reactions channels now. I mean, love it. I'll be clipping it myself and putting it up on the channel as a short tomorrow, I am sure. But I will have a reaction video out. Congrats from Canada, thank you very much. I'll have a reaction video out in the next hour or so. It might even be sooner, depending on how quick it uploads. But, I mean, I'll stay with you now. Because Hull City, captained by Louis Carl, walking up to the terrace, are going to lift that trophy. So I'll stay with you for this moment now. So we can celebrate all together. Hull City lifting the trophy they deserve. Hull City, captained by Coyle, led by Coyle, walking up the steps of Wembley just like... those that did it in 08, just like those that did it in 2016. The 2026 lot have cemented their name in Premier League football. They've cemented their name in Hull City history. So Louis Carl just takes a moment to kiss his son on the way up. As the players continue their march up the steps, up to the balcony of Wembley. Like so many famed to do it before, City here, ready to lift this trophy. And I can't wait to see this trophy being paraded around City Centre, presumably on Bank Holiday Monday. Because, my God, do they deserve it. Louis Carl still with a smile on his face. I think with a tear in his eye, to be fair. I'm sure that he'll have done this for his father. His father, a legend of City himself. David Akintola up there in arms with Mohamed Baloumi. Adrian's there feeling the vibe. And here they go up the final steps. To wait at the top before walking out as a team. Because that's how they've done it. Yeah, McBurney scored the winner. Bellumi did it in the semis. But they're a team. And that's what this season has shown. A team can conquer all. A team that were written off from minute one. A team that many, if not everyone, slated from an external point of view, slated to be relegated, can do the absolute inverse and be one of the 3 that are promoted to the Premier League. Louis Coyle leading his team along the balcony. Sergei Kirich doing it on the opposite side. Sergei Kirich just wanting a medal. Looks like he's going to get one. Sergei Kirich hasn't got a medal. Give my man a medal. Give him a medal. Sergei Kirich has to pick up his own medal and put it on himself. A little bit of a farce there going on. But he eventually gets his medal and they continue walking along the line. He meets up with his man John Egan in the middle. As more handshakes go around. Some of the big wigs up there. Before City lift that trophy. It's got black and amber on it. Come on. Come on. As we're just waiting now, Adrian whittles his way along to congratulate Sergei Kirich. Hugs, smiles, laughs. As Sergei and Adrian have that bond. And that bond grows even stronger. McBurney comes across. Hugs, even more laughs with Adrian. As McBurney, the man brought in, he said he's going to get 15 goals this season. Well, he grabbed 17 in the season. But more importantly, the pivotal one to do it. And McBurney holds the trophy. Sorry, Coyle holds the trophy. He puts it over the bar. Oh, hey! And he lifts the trophy up. Confetti up. And City are the champions of the playoffs. City are Premier League bound now after that trophy hoisted up in the air. That's what we like to see. Love it. Actually love it. Right. Thank you very much for everyone who's joined in the stream. Thank you, of course, again to Mexico Rolls for your continued support on the channel and the big donation. I will see you all very shortly with my reaction video. Up the Tigers! Come on!